That's right. I'm old enough to know gimme, gimme, gimme.
Hi, we're live.
Stephanie Tibbles,
I forgot
props.
to put the intro into the...
I worked so hard on that.
I know, I'm so sorry.
We're live
Well,
now?
most
We're
of
live?
the time.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Hello!
Welcome to an all-new session of D&D. SCNS D&D.
Our cameras are
SCNS
jacked up,
Live
sorry.
plays D&D?
We don't have an official name, and we've gone through so many, We're playing D&D.
New Tyranna.
The new Tyranna.
We don't have a clever name.
You
Not
think
yet.
the original Tyranna was just called Tyranna, but no, they called it Old Tyranna originally.
Well, they didn't
I'm
call it World War One.
I think, like, it falls into our good naming conventions of, like, the strong guys.
Oh, jeez.
The worst SEO name of all time.
Oh.
You asked for a group name. You got a group name.
It's funny.
We asked for a good one.
It doesn't matter whether or not we stuck with that one because one person has a really unfunny opinion of
I
what's funny.
Like to remind the
Hilarious.
viewership
I
that
think it's
Azra
actually
was
really
not a
funny.
participant in the group naming.
And also,
Because I think it was
nobody
Octavia
has a funny
suggested it,
opinion.
and Ronnie really liked that it was not a very good name, and ran with it really hard.
Cass thinks it's hilarious.
Mia also thinks it's hilarious.
In character and IRL, I roll my eyes every time I hear it.
I mean,
love
part
it.
of
My
the
big
role
lizardy
got
eyes.
Vox Machina.
Yeah.
That's pretty cringe.
We get strong guys.
Ours is
But they
better.
also had the shit
Yeah.
crew or something.
Yeah, the
Can
shit.
you angle your mic towards you?
Yeah, why do you have it like
Who
that?
really?
It's always
That was
like
like pre-stream.
it's always
upside down.
rotated
Oh, the shits.
the
Oh.
wrong
yeah.
way.
But
It
there's
was
no
a-
guard
No,
on it.
No, it
should
needs
be
to
fine.
point at you. Like,
It needs to be pointed at you.
I
Yeah.
know, but it wouldn't adjust earlier when I tried to pull it.
Twist it more and then you can tilt it with that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't twist earlier. How about now? How are we now?
It's in the shot.
It is in the shot. That's
I
true.
don't care
it's
about
not,
that.
It's
That's fine.
that's
with me.
not bad, but it's more of like.
It
needs
is
to
covering
point at you.
Christian's face, though.
Huh. It is. That's very true.
Help!
Oh, okay.
I'm being repressed!
Alright.
What about now?
Come and see the
I can
violence
sit
inherent in
a
the
little
system.
bit better.
Alright. Cool, I can hear everybody. Everyone sounds fantastic.
Sound is good.
Yay!
I would like to make an apology and just a heads up for you, the audience. I'm sure you've noticed our cameras are set up a little bit different this week. I don't know what's happening. I think I think Logitech is personally trying to kill me. With stress, actually. Because every time I set the cameras, I take 10 minutes per camera, going into all the details, and then 2 minutes later, nope.
You didn't hear their Q1 earnings call where they were like, fuck Cora.
No, I didn't, but now I want to.
I
Fuck.
tuned in for that one.
Her specifically.
And we accept your apology.
Y'all should all the rules. Wow. Okay.
So, enjoy the fact that you can see part of Jason's collection. Do note that there are some that will go missing because I might borrow some.
But not
intention
for
of
me,
returning it.
because I got a Dimension 20 shirt that you cannot see.
There's only one thing I want out of this room.
There we go. Gambit.
Rio.
Gambit.
Oh, no, okay, yeah, there's two actually.
What was the other one?
The Rio figure that's up there. Your boy from Ronin
Yeah,
Warriors.
yeah. I knew who you were talking about.
Who wants to tell me what happened last time?
So we went right up to the Council of Vair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mayor Council, also known as
Bitches.
the Or.
That's how I know them as. The Orin
Orin
Assembly.
Assembly.
9 out of 10 of them disagree with us.
There's only there's 7 of them.
Which makes it true.
Yes. There's a list of them. We won't bother going through all of them, but there were 2 of note. Alendra Vathwin and Valerian Thalthos, if I remember correctly, seemed to maybe possibly be sort of the architects of this whole anti-public worship thing. And so we'll keep an eye on that specifically. But the whole council is, I think, unanimous in enforcing it anyway. So it is. They are all the baddies, but maybe 2 of them are more the baddies.
Yeah, from what we gathered from like the ones who didn't talk that much, like Silvara, who didn't really say, or might not have been Silvara, Lithian Dawnstar, who didn't say anything. It might have been that the ones who did a lot of talking had a dog in this fight, and the ones who didn't probably didn't.
Yeah. So we got into a heated argument where we basically said, you're doing all these bad things, and they said, nuh-uh, a lot.
Yeah.
And at the end of that very frustrating discussion, they offered to let us stick around and observe and see if we could actually find anything bad happening, which is such a bold claim to just say, if you find one thing, we're proven wrong, and to let us have at it. But we're going to take them up on that offer, I think.
It wasn't just nah, it was condescendingly nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
And shut up.
Like, oh.
Which
Yeah, and-
really should have seen
honey.
coming.
And Octavia was also the only one who caught the condescending eye roll to the two who kept arguing with us. Because that is understood to have been what they thought of us was condescending eye roll.
There was, in fact, a condescending eye roll.
So I think they set
Set us up the bomb.
they set us up with room and board, which I think we're going to be on our way to this evening. But we're either doing that now, or we're being released into the public to find problems.
We got to
I forgot what
the
time it was.
inn.
We did get to okay.
The inn is called 12 to 4, and it has the vibe of like forced diversity by way of Babe's Chicken.
Yep. Okay.
Lots of like races who notably don't live in Vair being photoshopped into the pictures together.
Yeah.
This woman did this thing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on being a woman who does things. Kind of
We're
vibe.
so proud of our woman who does things.
And then we were gonna be able to have like privacy in our rooms where people couldn't overhear us, because the inn itself is notably quite loud in a way that is like trying too hard to cater to people who would be uncomfortable with how the streets are indistinguishable from a crypt.
Yeah, it's very much the vibe of if you go to like a barbecue restaurant in Austin, there's this like try hard loud
There'd be like a
thing.
picture of a green dragon breathing fire, and I'll be like, that's racist. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Green dragons don't do that.
Inaccurate.
Oh, they just assume all of them?
But yeah, we're just gonna skip to the next morning, but you guys can chat if you would like to. There is a lovely, very formal, decidedly not enough meat breakfast buffet.
What?
Yeah, there's like waffles and biscuits and rolls and stuff, but there's just not like, there's like 5 pieces of bacon.
That explains
Alabama
why
grabs all 5 and goes, is this it?
How small are
one
the
of
pigs
the
here?
council was named Amaranth. It's just a grain-based
I
society.
mean, is there any, like, I assume there's someone doing the serving.
Yeah.
Is there like any maybe ham or like a whole one, like, or some more bacon or maybe some sausage of some sort?
Of course.
Oh,
Of course there is. If that is what you eat, I will get some for you.
The whole is just like, gosh.
And goes back to cooking in the kitchen.
did she just say what you... Did anybody catch a
There's
tone?
a weird tone on that.
What was that all about?
I have no idea what you were talking about.
Question for
These people are a
you.
little
But it's, I merely was asking.
The- When he asks for more meat,
All condescending.
is he going to get like a single additional piece of bacon?
Probably.
Okay.
That would be tragic.
Yeah,
I've
there
traveled
are a
with
lot of vegetarians and vegans in this part of the world.
That's why they're so wiry. They don't get enough protein. The elves.
I don't know how I'm going to survive here. Okay. I'll
Octavia.
I
just,
mean,
Very
they're
ropey.
protein substitute,
Extremely,
like other protein-heavy foods,
Original description.
like chickpeas and
like,
other protein
And
stuff.
Satan.
She's just like a willowy horizon.
I immediately,
human, who knows?
who's ever close is probably Ronnie. 'Cause I think Ronnie would give me the best one. What are these little things here?
Oh.
These are,
They're chickpeas.
why are they serving this for breakfast?
Because that's what they eat.
Actually, quite looking for you.
Yeah, they are high in protein. I don't think you'll find them very
I
satisfying.
have very
but
strict dietary restrictions.
Yeah.
All the meat all the time.
Sure.
Yes, very, very carnivorous.
Sure.
yeah,
But I guess I don't try the peas.
chickpeas.
They look like small
Not just
eyeballs.
for women.
You hear
What is that?
Fresh meat.
Oh, good. Oh,
They kill it in here.
what if they need some
Get to
help?
pick out your pig.
That's a little
They're
unexpected.
just in a cage.
Hopefully, they don't waste any of it. What?
I would expect them to be wasting a lot.
I must go off to the kitchen immediately.
no.
Oh,
As you look around, there's no perception check necessary. There is a lot of new decor that's up. It says
Overnight.
what?
Oh.
in Elvish, which I think only you know. I don't know.
Hold on, I might.
I think you might.
I think I might.
I definitely do.
Oh,
Wow.
Alendroth
I do
knows.
know Elvish.
Okay, yeah.
It says Happy New Year.
Oh,
Is that particular season that's happening now?
I mean, it's
I mean,
everywhere.
we're in
it's
winter.
not just ours. But yeah,
You
it's-
all would realize.
Oh, we all
like
realize
it's the
that.
new
Okay,
day. It's the new year.
So we just had a monthless day yesterday.
No, that's today.
That's today. It's
Yeah.
a monthless day. Okay.
Doesn't in fact have a date on the calendar. It's just like the new year celebration.
Huh.
So
okay.
effectively January 1st is tomorrow.
It's January 0th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It would be the year 256, I think. No,
The year of the
257.
snake.
Only. Oh, I thought it was over 300 years.
It might be 3.
Okay.
So,
I think
what's
that's
our,
right, 350.
Okay.
what is our plan here, since we're just to be set about town
It's
to...
probably a celebration, so
Right, but
go talk to people. Hey.
are we trying to gauge what their happiness or terrified levels might be, or something of that sort?
If they feel they're being repressed.
I mean,
Hello,
I
good
feel-
sir. Do you feel repressed?
Start out the conversation a little bit better.
Considering this breakfast, I understand the notion of being repressed.
Sure.
The people are being
It's
stopped.
very unfair.
They just killed you a pig.
And I'm very
Was it a
grateful.
pig or was it a chicken?
Oh, I thought it was a pig.
Chickens don't scream.
You
They
would
do.
know.
Moving
I
on.
do know.
They do.
In space, chickens
They don't
do
feel
bark.
They don't scream like that.
They go bok bok bok. I learned that from the little children's toy where you
You
do
do
the
it like
lever.
Yes!
It goes around.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, was there a ring the chicken's neck game?
No, it's like a circle. You pulled the lever. And
You
it
pull the
went
little
around
lever and it
and
spins
had
around and it
animals,
goes.
So it would
Wow,
make that animal
I
sound.
was like,
The
what is this
chicken
one?
goes,
Universal millennial experience.
Anyway, moving on. Okay,
You
sorry.
don't wring chickens' necks, you snap them.
I also to just remind everyone here that if needed, and he pulls out 2 little black pearls from his pocket. We do have the souls of the changeling in his body.
Can I see the changeling one real quick?
Yes.
Yeah,
this
may I? There you go.
Don't make it even.
I don't know if he felt that or not, but it made me feel that.
Make a perception check.
I was gonna say
It would would have to be pretty much a nat 20 to know.
Nat 20.
Let's go.
It's cocked. It's cocked.
It is cocked.
It is cocked.
Roll again.
Okay.
Get
Honor
that
the
20.
cock.
Honor the cock.
It's 18. So
You're halfway there.
almost.
What you know is that you feel better.
I mean, that was the notion going in.
Yeah.
I feel better.
So if we come up with a question that we want to ask any of them, you have that opportunity.
It is the changeling, and then who else? Just one of their.
Second.
Random
Yeah,
thug
his
number
second
1.
command.
Yeah.
No, it's second in command, the girl.
Random thug number 2. Sorry.
I think when we are in.
Chief thug.
When we're in a place where they might know information that would be relevant to where we are, then yes. But I'm not sure that they would know anything about Veo necessarily.
Just a,
We
It's a
could.
good
We have
thing to
not
keep-
questioned him at
Yeah.
all, though. We probably should. We've got a captive audience here.
it's more my thought process in all of this has been, is their organization connected with Vader in any way, shape, or form? Or do they know about our enemy? Because they could have been the ones putting out
So-
the flyers against Vader.
Explain how it works. You can put him back.
No, we get one question, and then it sells free.
If anything, I think what we know is that the Enlightened were opposed to Veyr because Veyr seemed to be spearheading the sort of doom of the next Sanitatum, and the Enlightened were trying to prevent it.
Forcefully, yeah.
Yeah.
The other way.
We need to consider our question very carefully because I could cast Zone of Truth.
That's not going to work.
Aye.
But they are compelled to tell the truth, because otherwise they get to stay in this little pearl.
Ronnie,
In
we
my
get to play
pocket
good
and
cop,
in-
bad cop.
Not even in limbo, in worse place.
Did anybody clock what we're talking about?
I mean, to be fair, to the
We are
outside,
talking about a captured soul here at the breakfast table.
Nope.
to be fair,
Oh, good.
to the outside audience, it is just a black pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with your guys' passives, no, nobody's paying attention.
So we take
Love
him up
that
to the
for
room
us.
and
The thing I'm more like, I don't want to say concerned about because it would also be accurate to say annoyed by. We're supposed to be like asking people like, "Oh, do you feel oppressed?"
it's probably not the best opening question.
It's not gonna be a question that gets a useful answer. What do we want to be doing? What do we want to be looking for? Because I don't particularly want to wear the little "I'm here on a diplomatic mission" pin because I don't feel like I'm gonna be treated the way I would have if I were not staying here at the invitation of the council.
I think in times like this, where one is feeling as though they are not able to openly express what their beliefs are, some will still do it in secret and even offer signs about where they could meet.
I think we're looking for evidence of oppression, maybe like recently abandoned churches that have not been used, even though the council is saying that people can worship in private, which
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I do have a certain amount of authority, based on my
Ooh.
based on
I
being
do that in
part of the
character,
Order of the Astral Dawn. So
Yeah, I was gonna say your monastery, right?
they're very well respected here. So I will. They might talk to me.
Well,
And
is
you
great
know
news.
that the New Year's celebration is kind of like a Christmas Eve interfaith celebration, typically in your village. I don't think you've been here for
No, yeah.
like this kind of occasion,
Yeah.
but you know what you're used to seeing.
Yeah, we tend to go pretty hard for the new year, at least where I'm from. So probably there would be a celebration here. When we went to the council, we went past the museum. Is there like a square?
Yes. Yeah, there's a square, and just off of that, like a block or two, there's kind of a town market.
We could try asking around for places where we might worship one god or another and just see if we find any useful answers. Like say, hello, I am in town visiting and I was just looking where might be the best place I could give tribute to Kellenvor or something like that.
Maybe not kill him. He doesn't have
No,
temples.
not that one.
No?
No.
Okay.
Quick question,
Another god
Brana.
then.
Are you planning on walking around with your own face?
I love how that's phrased.
Yeah. Probably not this. Probably the black hair and the other version.
Yeah. Okay.
Like my family. Like my family.
Good idea. Disguises might work.
Yeah. I don't think I have a way to disguise myself.
Well, I have some ideas for myself, but
They also take
You're
a
not
moment
cutting
to, like,
more of my hair.
Look through like the alleyways, the darker, I can put that in air quotes. To see if there's any kind of like communication.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
well, of course, this is our best bet for that.
Yeah.
See, what was that?
It's a moment where you got real mad at me.
The thing that I don't like. Yeah.
I believe what we are trying to say is Brana, who is capable of disguising his appearance
And
becoming as
communicating
less-
with shady people.
obvious as some of the rest of us might be the best bet.
Furbolg that was not your friend. You lied to me.
Okay, my
People
friend
like
after that.
people like that, and you're quite good at like figuring out where those people are.
What's his name? River?
Rain.
Rain?
There is a secret language among us. Of symbols.
Before we proceed, do we want to go with Brana's idea of questioning one of these little cockstains?
Sorry?
What? I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I hate these people.
What people?
I wouldn't call them people either, but...
Oh, I thought you would. Okay.
Excuse me, what would I refer to you like that? I'm talking about one of the captured souls in there.
I would love if you didn't shout that.
What is our leverage to get... Sorry. But what is our leverage to get to that?
They bring you out a comical platter of meat.
Excuse
Is it
me.
all cooked?
Yeah.
Rana will steal.
No.
Rana will steal like a sausage.
It's good.
It's like one giant
Very
cartoon,
fresh.
like leg of ham.
I am also
Yeah.
going to take
Yeah.
a sausage.
Excuse the both of you. Clearly they brought enough for me.
I think you
Okay,
can
fine,
you can
Jesus.
share. You
Yeah,
can
fine,
share.
we can just earlier. I think you can spare 2
You've
sausages.
got a minimum of 18 pork chops on that
If
plate.
it would benefit to the two of you to have some more sustenance, please feel free.
Rana didn't even need the sausage. He just wanted
She
to
leans down. She goes, "Will that be enough?"
What?
Why is that good for you?
Why? Yes, it is.
I know you don't.
Thank you very much. Are you having a good day?
So far, it's the new year.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And then she just turns around and looks back.
Happy New Year!
You remember me when I first met you. This is how it is.
Really? Oh.
Everyone?
I was looked down upon because of nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
So rude to look down upon you for nothing.
We're going to come back to that at some point. But back to the two in the... What's here?
Should I do gift of gab?
No. You're fine.
If I may, perhaps we take it over throughout the day. Come back to it tonight.
Sure.
Sure.
How long do you think it will take you to find your people?
Not sure.
I'm not having a good speaking day.
What do you mean you're...
In a town like this,
What?
in a town like this, uncertain.
Okay.
In a town like Strassus, easy.
Sure. I have
Well.
no idea. I can't help you with any of that.
It's fine.
Well, so you have your stealth. Ronnie, you and I could go sample some of the other fare in the town.
Does it take you time to, you said, disguise yourself?
I'm not going to be able to disguise myself as effectively.
So
I can-
might as well hang with me.
Yeah, I can.
I'm fairly noticeable.
Yeah. You
Whereas
stand
you
out
would
in the
blend in
crowd.
right away.
Ronnie will look normal by comparison.
And even Azra to a point.
I just realized.
Actually, Ronnie might look a
Alabroth's
little
armor
weirder than
It's gonna be
Alabroth.
heard everywhere.
Because
Oh yeah.
I think Dragonborn are actually a little more common than
Echoing.
Genasi. But
Might as
Ronnie's.
well be the two
Yeah, I was
of
going to
us
say,
going
Ronnie's not as tall, so he's not going to be clocked
They
immediately.
could possibly be slightly inconspicuous.
Maybe a dragon.
Rana's going to be straight stealth. We're going to be in the open.
Sore thumb.
No, I have a big old beacon on
Like
my forehead.
flashlight on his-
That's
Yeah.
none of anybody's business. You know, that could be just.
Oh,
That could be a cosmetic
if there's
choice.
a group of people that mind their own business, it's definitely elves in Vare.
For all they know, it could be a cosmetic application. You know?
Sure.
This is what's in style.
I do worry that of all populations, the elves may recognize this
Exactly.
more than anyone else.
Yeah, I would think so.
That's good. Actually, I suppose in Strassus the odds were greater because that's literally where like all of the wizards in the world are, pretty much. So
But maybe they'd feel more at ease with Octavia accompanying you, though, considering she's from this region.
Everyone
was-
feels at ease around me.
I was actually thinking about
Especially
going
horses.
with Brana. I think if we're trying to find people that are keeping secrets, I might be able to help you find people with secrets.
Not with that.
Well, I don't need to talk to them.
Just stand there
I
like
could
a
just-
ring light.
I could just point you in a direction and be like, I think maybe that one.
The weirdos are going to go.
Azra's approach to learning
by myself?
secrets is a lot like embezzling.
us.
Just skim a little off the top.
I'm more
Yes.
concerned about you two getting straight up like
Hate crimes.
harassed. Yeah. Yeah. Hate crimes than these two.
Yeah, well, because
I'd like
the
to see them
idea was that if Brana was not worried about walking around looking like Brana, that Ronnie could ask to borrow your mask and make himself look like his dad. Or at least in coloring. So that way he looks more like an elf and less like a Ganassi.
I mean,
Or
if Ronnie
Genasi.
brings that up, Rana does not mind looking.
No,
like himself.
Ronnie wants you to be able to do what you're going to do. If you
You're
weren't going to be
not-
using it,
Worried about them getting straight up hate crimes in the streets. Like,
Okay.
They would.
yeah.
Right.
Ronnie wants you to be able to do what you're going to do because his plan was more or less to walk around and see if he could find a place where people are able to worship without having to ask anyone. But he is also perfectly happy to sample all of the shitty food.
there's the woman is standing just a little too close.
Yes, ma'am.
Not like listening, but she has a definite vibe of I'd rather be somewhere else doing a thing which you would understand to be a celebration thing. Like they're gonna do their jobs, but as soon as you guys are out, she can party. But she just kind of shakes her head like, oh no, nothing.
So, what are your plans for the day?
Oh, well, we do a small celebration
Oh,
with my wife and our 2 children in celebration of the new year.
no happenings about the town that you want to go to? Say some were one from out of town and wanted to partake.
Oh, sure. I suppose you could come with us. It might serve some reprieve from my wife's family.
Are you
Oh, a generous invitation.
named for your wife or for your name?
Oh, actually, we took on a new name entirely. Neither she nor I comes from money, and she kind of scans you, and you feel very clocked.
Understood.
But not disrespected,
Yeah.
just...
Yeah.
I have to point out. Woman, right, speaking?
Mhm.
Okay, so we've got a lesbian couple, but religion is being oppressed. Is this the liberal agenda taking over Bayer?
It's the wolf bomb!
It
Was the plan all along?
is. We're right all along.
Do I need
You
to?
do see a lot of blue.
Do I need to roll something to notice the implication that Octavia comes from money?
You can roll an insight
Ooh.
check.
Okay.
Oh.
Nat 20.
Octavia does not come from money.
Okay.
I mean, we've heard what her accent sounds like when she's not trying.
Not in character.
I know. Right. Anyway.
Is
It
that
was in
what?
one- it was not one
Is that
shot.
what she was implying, though?
Awesome happened.
She wasn't
Very
trying to
quickly.
imply actually anything. She
Okay.
was
And the one shot was
clocking
10.
her. This is somebody
Oh.
from
Very
here of
quickly.
my kind. And because you got a nat 20, Octavia's family name does in fact hold something. It's not recognizable, it's not super high status, but there is a family name that Octavia's surname came from a distinctive place. They didn't decide to go with a new one.
Okay.
I don't know that you know how names work in Bayer.
No, it was more of a like. Is she getting at you being well off because of the assumption that you'd be keeping the family name?
Are you asking Octavia?
No, no,
Okay,
no.
I didn't know for sure.
Wanted to know what Ronnie
What was
could
going on?
catch.
Yeah.
Ronnie catches that the server bartender caught a difference in the scan. Like, you don't maybe know specifically what it was, but Octavia doesn't fall squarely in that same domain.
So, split up back here for lunch.
Sure.
If you'd like to come with
Let's
us,
go.
you're welcome to.
I,
Unless you want to explore on your
is
own.
there a group that feels that would
Well,
be
we
more
have
useful?
the
But if you think you would be
not
more
portion.
successful completely solo, I can
Yeah, I
tag
was
with them
going to say,
instead.
they're going to be doing, like,
It's
investigatory
it's
stuff.
really matter.
And we're going to be
Not sure if they'll-
eating.
if
Obnoxious
we find any groups,
tourists.
they'll let you
asking
Fair enough.
questions.
I think I should probably come with you. I think the people that you're talking to would be put off. So,
I think you haven't maybe seen any obvious signs, and you might decide to hang with them until you see something that interests you. And then,
Also, a large dragon board
Yeah.
asking questions might be a bit of a distraction for some of us with higher perception skills. Just gonna note that.
alright. So heading out?
Yes?
Suppose so. Everybody,
Good luck,
arm in
brother.
arm.
Arm in arm.
We skip right out at the end.
you make it all the way to the door, and you're like, oh.
Okay,
And then kind of
let's pivot.
sideways.
Let's pivot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first.
Wait.
Yeah, somebody like
You have
Azra and then Elabra.
I don't know.
Oh, my shoulder.
I don't have like the spells I have are not helpful.
Oh, wait.
In that way.
You still have the scrying stone.
No, I don't have any scrying
I
stuff.
thought we had that stone still. Oh well.
If we do, I
Nah, that was probably like that'd have been.
The
Were we-
scrying. You
scrying?
Sorry,
both
not
have the
scry-
ability to scry.
Yeah, we can.
I
But
got a crystal ball.
sending. I was in case something happens. Is what I was.
I can turn. I can make a light. I can put an image of myself somewhere else, and I can turn invisible, and that's all I can do.
I can cast message or do a wall of fire.
We can all shoot light. We can all do light
I
too.
feel like
We can all shoot a flare
There's
up in
two
the air.
genders.
But before we go, Brana is gonna go upstairs to actually disguise himself,
Okay.
so that it's not like in the middle of the tavern.
that way just gonna be confused.
Yeah.
Are you using your mask? Or are you
Casually
using...
putting on a mustache.
Excuse me, are you a guest here? Are you a guest here?
To do black hair, blue
Where'd
eyes,
you go?
and have like normal freckles instead of pretty shiny ones.
I was like mid costume, like I don't know.
Yeah, you come back down and you see the bartender be like,
Good
by
day, person I've
process
never
of
met.
elimination probably
Yeah.
figures out what happened, but did not like instantly see through. Not with a 5.
And hopefully doesn't report Brana to the police
Fine.
for obviously putting on a disguise.
Ron is also gonna like take his hair down out of his braid so that it covers the symbol better.
I also will slide her 5 gold as thanks for the pig. Wink.
She
That
Say
sounds like
wink or oink?
boink.
oink.
Yeah, you know,
Roll.
Thanks for the pig.
Roll
Wink sounds like a
perception.
euphemism, and I
I'm
don't
sorry.
like it.
Roll a
Oink.
perception?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hope this is better than that. That is a 18.
With an 18, you notice that she is, in fact, surprised and
I forget how
just
much money I
very
have,
happy, but her reaction is not like over the top, like it might be in Black Rest.
Okay.
She's just like,
Wait,
thank
Octavia.
you, sir. I appreciate you.
but- No, I appreciate that.
Octavia, do they use a tip system here?
No!
Oh no!
No, I don't think so.
Gratuities are understood, but not desired. But it's not like a Japan thing.
Yeah.
They're not out and out insulted.
Are servers actually paid a livable wage here and there?
It's what Alabroth will be used to
That's
anyway.
an
so,
Azure
you know.
question.
Guys,
for
are we the
Octavia.
baddies?
No. Not yet.
I mean, I am a baddie, but
You're supposed to be in disguise.
Alright, let's go.
Yes. I believe Ronnie went to the
That was all Cora and no Brana.
I believe Ronnie went to the bathroom. so-
On that note.
Oh, good. Ronnie's back from the bathroom. I hope he washed his hands.
I did.
Rana now looks normal and has his hair down.
We don't know him.
Also, Alabroth went up to the lady and
Uh,
said,
his hair is
thank
down
you
to
for the
hide the
pig,
symbol.
oink.
He looks normal like Brana or normal like someone who's not Asmar?
Like someone who's not Asmar.
Okay, got it.
So brown freckles, blue eyes, black hair.
It's the typical Brana, like, humanoid blend.
If Brana had not been touched by an angel.
Like the show?
Wow. Haven't heard that title in quite some time.
Look,
Anyway.
Calibor's hot. Like I don't know what to tell you.
He's got a whole goth
Oh,
thing.
good. You got the squeaky chair this week.
Yes, I did.
You put some WD.
So, you guys head out. You notice the bartender puts a, like, back at for, like, 6 o'clock p.m. Like, gonna be out for a minute.
Yeah, we can
Kind
get
of
straight
vibes.
tacos or something.
Yes,
And-
find me the horchata sand.
Anyone whose
Hell yeah.
passive is above a 17 notes
Perception
that
or investigation?
Passive
perception.
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
Notes that she puts on a religious scarf.
And
Has an emblem.
Are you impressed?
what is the
Like-
symbol?
It is a symbol of Palor.
I thought I was going to have to roll for that.
Yeah.
I would have to.
Was that the same?
Oh, sorry.
Common.
I was gonna say, is that the same like elf god as the person who we were
No,
talking
it's a
to?
dwarven god.
Oh, okay.
God of the
Her
sun,
wife
yes.
might be
Yes.
Dwarven.
Sun and like good and I think justice for dwarves as well.
So merchandise may not count as proselytizing.
You said Palor?
Yes.
Or do you think this is a purge type situation where you can just do anything on New Year's Day, but then tomorrow the report begins?
Just like
Nice
the purge.
purge reference.
Is anyone going to...
What are you worship God? Isn't that cool?
Roll to determine how did you want this to go.
Are you sure you don't want a gift of gab that much? She looks you up and down and is like, you've been gone for quite some time, I imagine. It is, in fact, cool. Have a good day. And just like scurries off.
I can't believe that.
I think
I don't know who's more embarrassed. Cass or Octavia.
I think Octavia recognizes that she was the most oppressive force to this woman's day so far. Isn't that cool?
So,
Your little religion.
going forth, everyone, that is not the approach that we want to do.
She's a front man. She's the
Should
elf.
we find a clue? God damn it, Octavia. Might as well go home.
I'm so sorry.
I think Octavia feels a genuine, old school, I embarrassed myself in front of the cool elves vibe. And it's like,
I'm gonna try to interact with her tonight. You know, things have gone worse in the past. Some marked improvement.
Have they?
Horses.
Okay.
Remember to
So we go and try to forget that happened.
Okay.
Which is going to be impossible.
I've already forgotten it. She won't, but I have.
So who has the street
is-
tacos and horchata?
etched
There's
in
a
Piranha's
square
memory forever.
by where we were.
Probably some celebratory stuff going on there
Yeah.
too. Let's go check that out.
you notice everything on this side of the town is more or less like kind of closed, but it's also like hotels, museums, textile marketers, but like to buyers who would make the final merchandise. It's kind of industry side.
Wholesale.
Yeah.
It's not the touristy area.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
We
gonna
need
say
to go to the
it's
tourist trail.
Yeah.
not the
Gotta
not
go
the
to
area
Times
that
Square.
you're going to if you're looking for a block party.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the area that closes down to go to the block
Let's go to
party.
Bourbon Street, everybody.
There you go.
As you head that way, there are tons of prestidigitation, like little fireworks, and you can kind of hear music as you get closer.
Are you like hanging back, like behind us or something? Like just kind of staying with the group? But like not staying with the group?
Yeah, pretty much. Just walking behind.
We've got our eye in the sky. up
Make a
here.
perception roll for just how long it will take Brenna to pick up on something.
That's not a one. That's a good thing.
Yay.
The perception?
Yeah.
I wish our viewers could see your thirsty dice tray, by the way. Just
Oh, yeah.
21.
21. It's not going to take you too long.
Jeez.
You're going to spend probably the first like half an hour just kind of getting your bearings and wondering what would thieves can't look like here. Yeah. But for the first like half an hour, you guys get there. There is food everywhere. There are Black Friday sales everywhere. It's just as much partying as they do.
I need a bucket of horchata.
So much.
Easily available. Almost everyone you see is high elves. What are you guys looking for?
Y'all are looking for shady people,
You can
right?
kick his ass
We're
if you
looking
want to.
for, I guess, anybody wearing.
Yeah, y'all are
Religious.
looking, and I'm going to be making a general like spectacle of myself, so y'all can
Yeah.
look unencumbered. And, I mean, well, unnoticed.
Roll a performance check for me.
Why not?
I'd like to try
Performance. Now.
keeping an eye out specifically for like abandoned churches or anything that seems like it has been like repurposed or has lost its purpose.
Can I grant the help action to him?
Sure.
Cool. Roll that again.
Roll me actually an insight check.
Insight.
That's
different.
It's in there.
too bad that would have been a good number.
Okay, my wisdom's not great, but the roll was good.
Same number.
That
okay.
is.
That's a dirty 20, but a 20 nonetheless.
And that's a dirty 23.
So with
That was the most uncool thing I've seen in D&D.
with your dirty 20, you don't have a problem standing out. That's not hard for you.
Cool.
You stand out in a way that doesn't super ingratiate you to everyone.
I'm here to be
But-
an obvious
Yeah,
tourist.
from the spectacle standpoint,
Not like I can do a lot of stuff stealthily. I'm wearing plate mail and I'm huge. Anyway, I find a drink stand or something.
yeah, it's all very old wine.
Oh.
Probably
Yeah,
expired.
it's good.
Oh, cool.
They're kind of doing like flights that are free for people to test and then charging them for.
Now I'm sure a rice drink like horchata will not be hard to find because this is a very grain-based society.
Does anybody else feel like she just corrected us on saying horchata? Like,
No,
I feel like I was corrected. Just saying.
you weren't.
She's not very
Is it?
I think in a way that
Is it-
underlines Ronnie's irritation. It's like, and here we have the from faraway lands drinks.
I was gonna say,
Like
is there one
horchata.
that's got cinnamon in it?
Did we just find Epcot?
Yeah.
I do take notice of whoever I'm getting something from. Just kind of, I would like to see if there's
So
anything
sorry.
noticeable on them. Religion would be something of my specialty to look for. So.
Well, Ronnie notably
I
doesn't
think
like
with your
alcohol.
Dirty 20 performance, you get a little caught up in the drawing attention.
Okay.
And there are families here. What you notice with your ton of siblings is that most families have 1 to 2 children. That's where they tend to cut off. But once you get the kids' attention, they all want to swing on you like a jungle gym and like goof off and
He
whatever.
absolutely would hold his tail out so they could like
Yeah.
do that thing where you like raise them up and down.
Like you're a seesaw that just operates by itself.
Basically, yeah.
That's cute.
What you notice is, have you ever been to see a band and
Yes.
it's super uncool to wear that band's t-shirt?
No, I have not
No.
had that experience.
He doesn't listen to metal
Yeah, it's
What?
a lot, and not compared to like death screamo metal that she
Okay, sure.
I'm a metalhead.
Is it cringe to wear a shirt with the band you're singing on it?
in metal culture.
Interesting.
Huh,
I was
interesting.
aware.
But it's cool to wear a different shirt, but it can't say the band's name. It has to be like more subtle than that.
So like a symbol or
you
something?
see like the symbols of a few different faiths. Most you can roll a religion check if you'd like.
I would like to.
So
Yeah.
open
Hey,
and present
that's
things.
another good one. That's the exact same one,
The
actually.
logos all,
But what's the
the
bonuses?
symbols all notoriously look like a pile of sticks.
22.
You recognize that most of them are elven gods of the
Sylvan?
it's like Silverian or something. I don't know. They're mostly elven gods, but not all.
Like Pelor, not Elven.
Yeah, and there's no like printed words of the god, but there are in fact symbols of gods that are clearly recognizably the symbol of that god. Similar to how your Kelmvor or Bahamut looks. Those are around. For the most part, they're kind of covered up-ish, like with hair or whatever, but if like hair slips or if they push it back, there's no noticeable reaction. People are
Oh, like people have these as like tattoos and stuff?
no more like marks on their collar or
So people they want to be identified, but only by people who know what it means.
maybe.
Interesting. Sure sounds like oppression to me. But we'll see.
I think Octavia, you feel. Yeah, I feel like you feel a lot of like regression trying to take hold in you with the how I'm supposed to be a thing
Yeah.
and represent that thing. And even though like your symbols don't represent any god, you feel some of the same pressure in a way that you hadn't noticed before, like, am I making other people uncomfortable?
Yeah. Just go talk to them. I don't know. It seems fine, which is weird.
I mean, you're great at talking to people, so I recommend you do.
I don't want to talk to anybody for the rest of
I
the day.
would not recommend you talk to anyone.
I could just stand next to you.
What's one of the names of one of the gods of someone who's like in front of me or near me that I could approach?
There are. Hang on. I have all of them right here. Where are my notes?
Unfortunately, Alabroth and Ronnie are caught up in being super conspicuous, so that people who would like
I'm
to be
also-
less conspicuous.
I'm looking for any symbols of Bahamut.
You two are playing
My
distraction.
people. Yeah.
I'm still looking for shady shit.
I
You
thought it was
see
like Rizzo.
Sehanine Moonbow is the goddess of the moon and the night.
Sehanine Moonbow.
Yeah. And it's part of the Seldarine. What is your passive, Octavian?
21.
You see a ephemeral mestardine, which is pretty species specific.
Ephemeral mestardine?
Mm-hmm. You remember my character Faith? Grace?
Oh. Yeah.
That ephemeral was her god.
Lawful evil, I think. So maybe don't talk to that one.
Why not?
I think you had a really good roll. I think you probably clock it as a god you're uncomfortable with, but you don't know all the specifics.
The ephemeral.
Actually, maybe talk to that person. That's a lawful evil god.
Oh, not everyone's evil. I'll go
No,
talk.
but might be somebody good to talk to. If they're going to oppress the religion, that might be a good one.
I will go and talk to them.
Oh,
I want to go talk to the Sehanine Moonbow worshiper.
It's the most irritatingly hippie, like, very, very, like, even in this elven culture, just, like, hair down, like, named Strawberry type. Just, hey.
I think Azra does have good charisma. I think she takes her hair out of a ponytail and like shags it around a little bit before she approaches.
I think instantly that's going to ingratiate you.
You
Which
approach
is like-
Pippin Galadriel Moonchild.
oh, I
Erica Ishii's character from the 7.
Oh yeah.
The 7 is a
But yeah, they're handing out free hemp tattoos.
Yeah, tattoos.
Azra unbuttons her top button.
Yeah.
Ew.
And they're like, oh, far out, dude. What is that?
Hey, this?
Yeah.
I was like born with this actually, and
Wild.
I'm touched by a goddess or something. That's what my mom said.
Me too. And they take it out. There's an
Wow.
entirely normal, like, birthmark.
Just a splotch.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like Jesus?
Maybe in the right light.
This Dorito looks like Mary.
Is that Sehanine actually?
Yeah.
The moon lady?
Yeah. My parents named me Athindra, but my name is Moon now.
That's the raddest thing I have heard in my entire young life.
Dude.
As like a human, I really look up to you. You elves seem like you cut through the bullshit, you know?
Oh man, we're all the same. There's no like human and elves. We're just all like skating by.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And she starts to tear up. That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Is there like where can I pay respects to Sehanine around here? Because I really need to. I'm
Saying is
moved.
everywhere.
Whoa. But like, there's nowhere specific. Where do you hang out with your Sehanine bros?
I mean, like right here, and she drops to her knees. And just kind
Oh,
of
my
looks up
cheeks
to
are
the
hurting.
sky. And starts being like, "She's everywhere. You're everywhere." Like the moon's not. I can't see it right now.
I'm gonna
but,
subtle
like,
cast
I
detect
know
thoughts.
it's-
I want to try and figure out if there is a place or not. I'm done with this already.
Rana has temporarily stopped looking to just watch this happen.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I think all of you, to some extent, are like, "What the fuck is happening?"
No. This is like Azra's got somebody talking.
Yeah.
Let her cook.
Let her cook, but also let's just remember this.
Yeah, Ronnie is
But also get the
not
bill under
paying
control.
attention to whatever was going on over here. Like, fully gotta watch.
Oh my god.
2 for 2
Incredible.
interactions today.
Anyway, detect
Because
thoughts.
you detect thoughts, you actually catch a. It's not a lot. It's a little bit of a. This is the tourist thing we do. This is our job.
The truest thing we do?
The tourist.
The tourist thing. Oh, okay.
That we do.
This is our job? Their wisdom can't be that great, can it? Actually, it could be. It could
Wow. Considering that this is their job, this sounds like a job for Zone of Truth.
be. These sound like maybe paid actors. I think Azra's gonna risk it for the biscuit. She wants to delve deeper.
Cool.
We haven't done this in a minute.
Oh.
We're gonna take a risk, actually.
What is your
The
spell save?
Well, where'd you check? That's on the spells section, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So it's normally 19, but I do have that arcane grimoire, which makes it a 22.
Ooh.
Wow.
Son.
Nat 1.
What is her mother's name?
What did she have for breakfast a week ago?
Okay. Nat 1. What you get is
Everything.
there's not an oppression factor here. This
Okay,
is
okay.
not an actor entirely. This is a I just don't care about the gods. But you can't sell that. You get a genuine, like, hippie, life is life. We're all beautiful in our own way. So, like, this is maybe maximized for tourists, but not a flat out, like, actor. And also, like, a little twinge of, like, speciesism. Like, just a little, like, propping you up for the arcane mark. But she doesn't hate you. She just thinks you might annoy her.
I might annoy her.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Amazing.
Yeah. So doesn't actually care that much about the deity exactly, but is invested in sort of the ethos, like the ideology.
Kind of the culture,
Yeah.
and recognizes that actually, even though, and this is because of the Nat 1, recognizes that even though they don't allow you to proselytize, being a no God, no home, no centralizing figure thing is still not smiled upon. It's not great. Like, you don't have a crew if you're not associated in some way with some vibe. It's like a fitting in thing that she's trying to do.
I'm gonna out loud ask her, like, how did the Moon Lady come into your life? And Azra wants to sort of see if there's anything that she leaves out while she's telling her that.
Oh man, like,
Because obviously she got into it somehow, but if there wasn't a group to get her into it, or maybe there was and there is no longer.
when I was in, like, I went to training, like, a school for, like, crystals. And, like, all my friends were doing it, and they helped me realize that, like, the moon we see, like, all the time.
Azra wants to figure out what is the response she's expecting here.
I think Azra thinks that she's not expecting anything per se.
Okay.
She's just doing a thing, doing a show. I have a crew.
Wow.
We believe this.
That's wrinkling my brain. I have to think about that.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, so, like, All the time. Whenever I feel lost, I just have to wait until it's like night, and then
she guides you in the night, in the dark.
or at least she like shows up, you know.
Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, how did she? It was like friends got her into it back in like
You get
college
like
days or something.
the rest of my choir with this way vibe.
Okay, what happened to that group?
You can see, it's probably the last thing that I'll just give you. Like, you can see that they're around. She moved to the big city, and that's probably where the performative nature comes in. Is like needing to find a crew there. It's like, oh, my friends taught me this stuff, and I didn't hate it. Like, it was her way of finding an in-group. And her friends, probably nothing terrible happened to them, but they're
That she
just
would know.
around. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I gotta go catch up with my friends, but thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's all love.
Yeah, it
We're
sure
all
is.
the moon's dudes. You take off. You, with your 23, 22, I don't recall.
I rolled a 21. Oh, no, I rolled a dirty 20.
It was dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
For performance, but I thought you rolled some. Anyway,
There was something else I rolled.
you approach the Fenmorel Mustardine symbol person. They are selling old wine and refined spices. Ronnie, just because of your background, you pick something up and sniff it, and you're like, yeah, this is actually pretty good, pretty legit, interesting. It's not just like paprika. Like, it's an interesting spice blend. And
I'm definitely looking at the wine.
yeah, you pick something up just to kind of give it a sniff, and a
Sneeze immediately.
yeah, a
Why would I
very
sneeze on wine?
old,
All right, T-Rex. There you go.
blonde, grayish man comes up to you and goes, "Can I help you, sir?
Oh, yes, just looking at your wares here.
We request you don't touch the samples, please."
Understandable.
And takes it from your hand and puts it back down.
Oh,
Octavia, you clock this around now.
Yeah.
I was actually curious about purchasing some of your wares.
Very good, sir. Can you read?
I'm quite capable of reading several languages. Kristen, stop.
Very good, sir.
Condescension.
I do not know that this would be in the average tourist's price range, but here you are, and kind of gestures to a sign.
If you haven't observed, I'm quite the not so average tourist.
Yes, I did notice you are quite loud.
Well, it's better to be. As long as I'm seen, I might as well be heard as well.
Of course.
Tell me, how are you enjoying the celebrations today?
I look forward to gathering with my fellow worshippers this afternoon.
Really? Well, who will you be meeting?
I will be meeting the others like me to worship Fenmorel Mesterdine.
Oh, excellent. I, of course, praise anyone that would worship their religion. I, of course, am a follower of Bahamut.
I have heard of him.
Yes, he's someone to be heard of. But the celebration goes well for you? Take the wares as being sold well today?
We are doing just fine, thank you.
What would you recommend as far as your wines for someone not from these lands?
There are cheaper stalls across the way.
So you would recommend that we take our money elsewhere?
Whatever money you have, of course, anyone is free to purchase.
Then I assure you we can purchase anything that we desire from your stand.
Do you think Alabroth makes a showing, like
No.
any kind of showing?
Not Not like I got,
Yeah. Not dollar bills.
No.
Like,
but I assure you.
He doesn't get out his little cash
But
gun.
I'm gonna make it rain.
But I am catching his
It's a lot more when it's just coins.
his tone.
What is your passive perception?
Mine's 18.
15.
I think with that, you see enough to know that he has the same disdain for Brana, Ronnie, and Azra. So it's not. Is it? It is speciesist, but it's not against Alabroth specifically. He just likes elves better.
Cool. I'll tell you what, I'm feeling generous in the holiday season and everything. Just something that would be rather expensive. Might as well splurge today.
He hesitates for a second, and you see him reach beyond the table, like behind it, and take something out. And you guys have high enough passives to be like, this is the good stuff. So he appears to be a merchant first. And
And a bigot second.
yeah,
But not far off.
yeah, it's not that far off, but pours you a small sample.
Oh,
And I honestly think that Alabroth probably hasn't had wine this good. Like, sometimes it's super suck, but his wares are very, very good.
apparently you save the things of quality underneath the table, away from prying eyes.
Yeah, he's a little impressed. He's like, well, yes, we can't just give out our highest quality for
Hardly for the samples.
Of course
less
not.
discerning eyes and palates.
Perhaps there's something else that you can recommend that's maybe not on the visible menu.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe?
I don't know. What are you asking?
Huh?
Yeah, I don't understand what you're asking either.
I seem to have broken some ground with him, of course, like I always say, no one sees some money they don't like. So
He's like,
at this point, I do kind of. What is the going price for this particular vintage?
this is 150 gold per bottle.
I do make a showing of pulling out my pouch and maybe making it jingle a little bit more than I should. 150 gold, you say? Oh,
Yes.
I guess we're going to have something nice for dinner tonight, everyone. I'd give him the money. Do you think one's going to be enough for us?
He, with a natural 19, does keep his face pretty well masked, but kind of in the Japanese tradition, he bows quite low as a sign of respect and hands you the
Please.
bottle.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and deduct that from... Does anybody else want anything?
Has Ezra rejoined the group from talking to the hippie?
You see a very, awkward standoffish thing. And going on between them. And I think you recognize, Alabroth's charisma, this isn't the first time he's been treated that way. And his good grace and charisma has kind of won the person over. At least to some extent. And this is where you see in between their booths, they're about 3 or 4 apart, you see the first, hint of Thieves' Cant towards the lower third of an alleyway behind them.
I'll ask the merchant if there is something I can sample. Because Ronnie doesn't like alcohol, but he would like to send something home.
He takes out this, it's not strictly speaking not alcoholic, but it's kind of like kombucha. So a finer one. in that most of it is about taste, not how alcoholic it is. And it tastes of honey and flowers, but in that good way, where it's very fragrant, it's very light. And
Does this also come from underneath the table?
I think that one probably not, but towards the back of the table, like it wasn't just out for sampling.
Ronnie?
How much would be 2 bottles?
You're not gonna
Or how much
try
would it be for
first?
2 bottles? Well, she just described how it tastes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
For 2 bottles, it would be 50 gold for this.
No sweat.
This time, he doesn't even kind of try and hide it. His eyebrow kind of arches a little, like these people, money here.
50
I must
gold
say,
for each,
this
right?
is,
Or 50 gold total?
50 gold for each.
Okay.
This is very good. Clearly someone like you knows where the good stuff is.
We brew it at home. It's taken since my childhood, so 200 years.
I bet you one like you would know where there was a better time in this town besides just the everyday activities that one can partake in that are clearly visible.
I'm afraid you would not feel very welcome at this celebration. We do. In my defense, we are not used to meeting others.
I'm not used to meeting others either, but that's why I go places where I have not been and meet them.
In the
I
square.
message Alabroth.
Yeah.
The god that he worships is an elf supremacist.
I message back, I don't like this person.
No, I'm saying that the whole thing is elf supremacy. That's why he's treating. That's not just why he's treating you like this. That's why he's not wanting
Encouraging you to not
Yeah,
tag
like-
along.
That's why he said that.
He goes, we tend to have dinner among our own smaller groups. There is an evening celebration where we all tend to commence again at around the setting of the sun, about 6:30.
Well, if there's one thing that I've known in my time, that sometimes heavier pockets tend to breed closer friendships, despite differences.
You see him be like,
Stop that.
he just hasn't considered that, and he's like, I think Fenmarel technically allows all types, but as you are promised to a god,
But of course, people of class and higher standing can see past smaller differences.
which is why we meet again after our private celebrations. And at this point, I think he kind of glances at Octavia like, can you? Can you?
Anyway,
I'm gonna. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. So.
I do walk away, and as I walk away,
I guess I'll circle around and rejoin Alabroth.
I'm so sorry. I was assigned to, help some of the non-locals.
slightly within earshot, I go to, what an asshole.
Fenmarel. I didn't want to openly, but I very much want to go to a meeting if you have it.
Roll a deception check.
Come on.
Oh, I'm so far at the edge of my seat, the chair is irrelevant.
He was just doing a squat.
Oh no.
What did you roll? Is there any way somebody can
Absolutely.
No one else
really?
I mean, not now, you've already done it, so.
I'm checking if I have
Does
disguise
anybody
self.
have the ability to help? Or
yes,
just look so they can...
I have disguise self. Can I make myself look elfy real quick?
Yes.
Okay. I make myself look elfy. And
What are you rolling again?
deception.
I would
hope
like
mine is
to
one.
go up to Octavia, almost ignoring like the guy that she's talking to, and just be like, "Hey, have you found anyone yet?"
I don't know, not yet.
Glance at
I
him as if
can-
like
I
question.
can use Easy Breezy to give you advantage.
Okay. I
You
think
can roll double advantage. Let's see. He
Double
rolled
advantage?
quite well.
Oh,
But yeah, 2.
that was a 3,
You got it.
and that was another 3.
Are you kidding?
To be fair,
not on the
she's-
dice today.
Total.
All right, liar, go for it.
What?
You're better at
I might use that for next time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just giving you another option.
Well,
I cannot
already-
believe.
We gotta see how the roll turns out now.
He glances you up and down and says, the meeting of Finn Morel is open to all. It is this evening. All elves. This evening, about 6:30, at they have a small meeting room in the back of this. Your friends would probably do well not to join.
How do you get around the law?
You asked me.
How do you have a meeting, but they're outlawed? How do you get around that?
They are not. I'm sorry. And he looks genuinely confused. He doesn't actually know what you're asking. He's like, outlawed to meet or for elves?
To meet for a god?
Oh. No, it's fine. We're not allowed to advertise.
Am I misremembering?
No, that's what the
no.
council was saying.
It's
But
just not
also
enforced?
the order was signed by the Council of Seven Invader to strip temples of deities and ban proselytizing and congregation in favor of deities.
It's not being equally enforced. An elf supremacist god would not be repressed.
Fair enough.
Roll me an insight check. And since Azra is there, you can roll one or you can help her.
I think her insight would be better, so just roll it.
That's quite good. Insight 21.
With a 21, you're like, he goes, you just kind of sit there and keep looking at him, and he goes, of course, in large numbers. It's not encouraged to advertise or be in huge groups, but mostly because huge groups are so loud and low class, as you know.
Yes, of course. Okay. Well, I'll see you at 6:30.
I mean,
I
you
don't
already
think
know
he
what the-
buys that. 'cause
You already know
you
what
have
the
your first
appointment is.
one.
I'd like to shake his hand and do inflict wounds.
He just dies, shrivels up on the street.
Whoopsie.
You do notice that in between his little table and the ones next to him, there does seem to be some distance. This is not a popular guy. Even among elves, he's a little snotty.
Well, I'm going to continue looking down the row of things and stuff.
I'm gonna go take a closer look at that mark I saw.
You see, basically what it reads to you is, it says, behind the door, ask the rich. It just says the rich.
Thieves can't. I feel they can.
Thieves can do anything they set their minds to.
And this is on a building, yes.
Yeah, it's a chalk, like charcoal.
Yeah.
But it is behind that guy, off to the side, close to the ground. But not childish or juvenile writing
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
very intentional.
Yeah.
Can I clock if it's for that dude?
If it's written by him or if it's...
Not by him, but like if it's
You can
in
roll me an
reference.
insight, it'd be
Yeah.
quite high.
Like a tiny
My passive
painting of a
insight's
Confederate
23,
flag.
just
Just so you
do
know
it.
it's racist.
Huh?
A tiny painting of a Confederate flag, just so you know it's racist.
You lost!
The state's right to do what?
To do what though?
28?
With the 28, let me see.
I was trying to see if he was like a racist or just a greedy
A
racist.
nat 1!
I'm
That dude's whole vibe is fake. Everything
Racist
he's
as a
doing
what?
is fake. That's his
You can punch him
probably
later.
home, but also there are barrels, and it is from him.
So this mark is just so I'm aware.
Also.
This is for the wine dude.
Yes.
Or, okay. So this mark is in regards to their secret meeting.
Or at least, yeah. You would,
In regards to his activities?
yeah, you would imagine there's a fake evening worship and a real thing that's happening around that same time. With a 28, because a 28 is quite high. And with the 28, he clocks you, he gives you a meaningful glance, and then very deliberately turns his lip up and his vision like straight, like a I'm still a jackass kind of vibe.
The buildings are white, correct?
Yeah, they're marble looking.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk by. You know, graffiti's not exactly good. Also.
I didn't hear you.
Of course you didn't. Just keep going. But
In fact, you get that as a message, as I didn't hear you. And just returns his gaze to the top.
if Rana could afford to just the booth, he would just shove something. You can't do that.
Ronnie's
Spent
gonna
a
keep
spell
one of these
slot
bottles
just to
and then
look like he
put the
wasn't
other bottle
associating.
away.
Wow.
It's a message.
Is it a cantrip?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have it. Okay. That makes sense.
I'm not gonna tell any of y'all any of this right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna
we,
pretend like I didn't actually see it, as far as y'all are concerned.
Okay.
Yeah, and you guys wander off. Is there anything else you're looking for specifically right now?
we're
Do
planning
you-
to go back by lunch, so probably haven't spent a lot of time out
the
there.
inn's gonna be closed until 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
we need to meet somewhere for lunch.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still around. Right? We know where each other are.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you haven't wandered far. There's very clear vision, like kind of down this row.
yeah,
It's
is there
mostly
like a-
two sides of a big row.
Like a bistro or something we could like. just
Around
kinda-
lunchtime, there's actually like kind of tapas plates that everybody puts out. There's I don't know if Elbroth likes this, but there's like a huge sampling,
A plate of all of the plates is what I would do.
kind of very like England in that imported cultural different dishes.
Someone
It's
will bring the
actually
tray
pretty
of the
good
plates and you
variety.
take the tray.
It's like nothing is actually spicy, even though it's supposed to be.
That's
No jerk
not the
chicken.
great part.
No jerk chicken.
Absence of salt. Anyway,
Rana's gonna keep looking for more of those kind of symbols.
He does find a couple. They do reference back to this. This seems to be the big underground meeting is relatively centralized around that.
why are there none of Muhammad around here? What's going on here?
I'm so confused.
Like Octavia's confused?
No, like Cass is confused.
Oh.
I mean, you know that Bahamut's just not popular.
Yeah.
Not here, I don't think. It's a dragon god.
No, yeah, these are mostly elf gods.
Yeah, and they're mostly good elven gods,
Yeah.
or at least neutral.
I do, if we're away from that, all elves like that towards.
No, the god that he worships is an elf supremacist. That's like part of the god's thing, is to be an asshole to everyone that's not an elf.
Is there anything in his religion that would protect him from a punch to the face?
Not to my knowledge.
Duly noted.
Might be a good reason to go to the meeting if we could just beat the shit out of everyone.
We're far enough from that. Please.
Yeah, you have privacy as you want it. Like,
Yeah.
they have a pretty big bubble as far as personal space goes, and they're not going to invade yours.
He seemed. Oh god.
No, go on.
Yeah,
He
explain
seemed
it.
confused. We were told that there was a law banning proselytizing and meeting, but he seemed confused that, like, he maybe hadn't heard of the law, or that it's just not enforced, but maybe it's being enforced unevenly.
He said something about the size of the group and its sort of loudness.
But he also was telling us, I don't know.
He did seem rather obvious that they could do what they want, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the proximity of his booth from everyone else was very telling as well. No one wants to be around that man, and I understand after being around him for 5 minutes.
So maybe, I don't know.
You said an elf supremacist.
Yes.
So this deity is
High
not
elf, very specifically.
High elf hates all other species.
not looked upon favorably by a lot of people, I suppose.
No. Well, I don't. You'd think so, and then they vote. Never mind.
Person. It's not a real meeting. There's going to be a second meeting, a different meeting. I found there, and he talks about the symbols he found. So there will be like that public meeting at 6:30, but there will be a special meeting elsewhere.
Wouldn't you want your fake meeting to be about something else, though? Like,
Do we know? Did you get a sense of what the fake meeting is about?
No.
Or what the real one, the secret one?
No, I haven't cracked that one yet. But I don't think they're only going to be talking about religion, if I had to hazard a guess.
do you know how to find out where it is?
I'm trying. But
You think with your role that they meet in the building that you saw, and that some sort of code is to ask for the rich. So you think you have about the right way to approach it. You don't have any way of knowing what it's about or how dangerous it would be for like non-elves to be there or whatever. But
all I'm aware of is that if any one of us try to go in there, we got to be very careful, and we definitely have to change clothes.
Okay.
Yes, because that's going to work for me.
I don't want to say this, Albert. You can't come.
This is very distressing.
You can disguise yourself as... Could you disguise yourself as an elf?
I could. I also have a change of clothes back at the inn.
Right. And you can also do that, apparently.
Yeah, I show pointy ears behind my ear.
Okay.
Perhaps I can position myself close to it, but
In case
So it's
we
not-
need help.
in case there was a supremacist I could
Fight.
throw
Yeah.
or hit him with someone else.
I'm sorry that it's like this.
You couldn't have guessed it would be this bad.
But
I think it isn't yet. I get the weird feeling there's a chance that we're looking for something that isn't necessarily there.
You think the gods were just lying?
I don't know.
I think things will be more clear when we get there tonight.
Possibly.
as you're like kind of sitting there eating lunch, you see a small, young, elvish girl runs up to your group and has a very small, like, letter with a wax seal on it. And,
Using children.
hands it to
Thank you.
probably... She kind of Of course, and runs off.
Let's see if I can read this one.
You open it up, and it is from Valerian Failthos, and it says, "We regret to inform you that we will not be able to make our meeting in 3 days' time. If you continue to have a concern, you can schedule a future appointment with the council."
Of course.
And we're going to take a break.
Yay. Break time, break
They
time.
just blew us off.
Show of hands of who is surprised.
Yeah.
Yep,
Of
no
course
hands.
I'm surprised.
No hands up.
It's supposed to be shocking to all of you.
This is my
We
shock
start
Pikachu
that
face.
way,
Yeah.
So.
Bounce for the Mario, bounce for the Metroid, bounce for the retro gamers and we make noise. Bounce for the Contra, bounce for the MK retro gamers. We will have it. This is our day. Bounce for the Mario, bounce for the Metroid, bounce for the retro gamers and we make noise. Bounce for the Contra, bounce for the MK retro gamers. We will have it. This is our day. Detonator Oregon, lava field origins. The story most potent. Yes, my lyrical is potent. Destination is provoking, even when I'm motorboating. Hitman with it, even from a distance scoping. I'm a warrior from a past life for people who don't act right. Get verbally slapped twice to see him in the afterlife. Call him in a seance, talk to him about it. Will they test the force again? You can watch them say I doubt it. Good homie advice, I should eat what I kill. A werewolf at a buffet, no silver can kill. Nosferatu with a pen, I don't know the word chill. Cadillac amongst the cars, riding innocent field. I'm verbally designated to murder the frustrated, less talented, orchestrated, and mentally liquidated. So better now, I have the full equilibrium. About to take it now, hear about it in the interim. Bounce for the Mario, bounce for the Metroid, bounce for the retro gamers and we make noise. Bounce for the Contra, bounce for the MK retro gamers. We will have it. This is our day. Bounce for the Mario, bounce for the Metroid, bounce for the retro gamers and we make noise. Bounce for the Contra, bounce for the MK retro gamers. We will have it. This is our day. Heavily fixed, immersed in verbal bliss. You nerds ain't heard this. My words, they don't sense. No Spidey, very mighty. No love like Aphrodite. Never clutter beats and rhymes, always tidy. A veteran with competence, never been commonplace. Batman villains, people living with that two-face. Living in this rat race like Spinner. I'm a natural born sinner, working out, getting thinner, strip it down like dinner, building verbally as well. See, I got two choices and one of them's giving hell. Digesting them like Cell, my saga I will excel. The modus operandi will be sponsored by Bondi. Tracks in the bar had the people yelling Kampai. Mabasaki bombs like a Japanese wise guy. You hear? Understand my position as an MC. Black belt lyrically, I'm on that 12th degree. Bounce for the Mario, bounce for the Metroid, bounce for the retro gamers and we make noise. Bounce for the Contra, bounce for the MK retro gamers. We will have it. This is our day. Bounce for the Mario, bounce for the Metroid, bounce for the retro gamers and we make noise. Bounce for the Contra, bounce for the MK retro gamers. We will have it. This is our day. For the Mario, bounce for the Metroid, bounce for the retro gamers and we make noise. Bounce for the Control, bounce for the MK retro gamers. We will have it. This is our day. Bounce for the Mario, bounce for the Metroid, bounce for the retro gamers and we make noise. Bounce for the Control, bounce for the MK retro gamers. We will have it. This is our day.
Some of these games are really hard to do. It just takes a lot of skill, hand-eye coordination, and it doesn't cost as much as some other things, and it's legal.
Yeah, it's addictive. It is. Because you sit there and you just want to play it more and more. We don't really prefer to use the word addictive. We think it's associated with negative connotations. We prefer to use the term compelling and highly popular, which obviously they are.
Well, that's all right then. Back from the dead, but not really. Tech Force rise up again in my city. Arcade bound with the homies, it's not pretty. Beat down city, warrior here, did you miss me? Pick your poison, I created a con where my people can appear and the magic is on. Starting small in the beginning, but we building it strong. You gotta have a dream and it starts with this song. Come on. If you wanna grow and build you a legacy, can listen to the haters. They're small, just let them be. I'm with the family, manhandling candidly. Body blow, quick slams, WrestleFest mentality. Quarter much impossibly, ain't nobody stopping me. Dropping all the L's from the wayside possibly. Logically, it'll be your end, it's gotta be ready all challenges. Who's next to drop, see?
Arcade hop, baby. 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 Arcade hop, baby.
It doesn't matter how you get it, live it. People will hate it by the end, live it. Some ain't really your friends, specific. If they really wanna leave, terrific. Gotta focus on the pathway, blast way, Tech Force, lock down my queen, yes, Padme. Clones left all behind, they sad say, broke apart easily, Lego built sadly. Never waste time when my path is in front of me. Know that it's close, cause I am my worst enemy. So much to do, man, I really need 10 of me. On the stage, I'm ready for the challenge. My kids say I'm old, but apparently I manage. A brother with the damage, I exceed greatly. Looking at the stakes get higher, it's crazy. Time for arcade hop, let's get it, baby.
Arcade hop, baby. Arcade hop, baby. Arcade hop, baby. Arcade hop, baby. Arcade hop, baby. Arcade hop, baby. Arcade hop, baby. Arcade hop, baby.
The interest in electronic games apparently is at an all-time high. It's expected to remain that way as long as people continue to look for inexpensive ways to entertain themselves, and the end is not in sight.
Yeah. Back at it again. Back at it again. One more time. We back at it again. Listen to the rhyme. Back at it again. Tech Force. Back at it again. I'm nasty with it, so diabolical. Tech's on a quest and he's so damn methodical. Peak form in a hailstorm. The mind swarms and you better keep my spot warm. I never suffer fools lightly, don't spite me. Gotta do the right thing like Spike Lee, lightly. I'ma get it by any means. Wu-Tang said focus, gotta go and get the cream. Understand I'm vicious with the venom. Not Marvel, Tom Hardy couldn't get up. Not for the weak, my tracks on repeat. Living in truth, your life is deceit. My world ain't unique, your end I will see. So steadily, lyrics at the readily. Hesitant to take it to the next so heavily. Talent with the melody, Mike J, tell him, see? Count them down. 4, 3, 2, 1. All of y'all need to get with the flow. Anybody in the way better give me some more. With the beats and the rhymes, we go toe to toe. Rockin' everywhere we at, just killing the show. All of y'all need to get with the flow. Anybody in the way better give me some more. With the beats and the rhymes, we go toe to toe. Rockin' everywhere we at, just killing the show. Come on. Sup to the rhythm, I'm taking my first hot sis. Thought I wasn't ready, but yeah, I already got this. Stop this, man, you kidding yourself. The heeding anyone is now you're begging for help. But no one's here to save you what I gave you. No FAQs or even playthroughs. It's over before you even begin. The answer's not clear, maybe you can phone a friend. Not like too late, no time to debate. Helium deprived, watch your ego deflate. While I spit the real, the what? The real deal. Watching real steel, old school with the appeal. Make your whole essence with my presence. Tech Sensei, gotta give you all a lesson. A blessing to rock all mics with progression. If you don't like it, over there is the exit, sir. All of y'all need to get with the flow. Anybody in the way better give me some more. With the beats and the rhymes, we go toe to toe. Rockin' everywhere we at, just killing the show. All of y'all need to get with the flow. Anybody in the way better give me some more. With the beats and the rhymes, we go toe to toe. Rockin' everywhere we at, just killing the show. Come on. All of y'all need to get with the flow. Anybody in the way better give me some more. With the beats and the rhymes, we go toe to toe. Rockin' everywhere we at, just killing the show. All of y'all need to get with the flow. Anybody in the way better give me some more. With the beats and the rhymes, we go toe to toe. Rockin' everywhere we at, just killing the show. Come on. With Mike J, we okay and out. Life cycle, child of the 80s. I'm a child of the 80s, child of the 80s. Tech Force, T-Rex, Michael Pena, Hammer Zaya. Ride a beat, I'm on it like an albatross. Better than ever, but operating at a loss. They don't get that it's hard when you're the boss. Like Psycho, my legacy, I show them all. 80s kid used to ride a gray Sigma. Fixator on the Ghostbusters Enigma. Sick 720 game get ya. Hit you in 2019, I'm a fixture. My team don't believe in pipe dreams. Mario couldn't understand what I bring. Lightning striking the whole scene. Synth cop won't stop, yeah, it's my scene. Old to the new to the old. Same tech voice, but yes, too bold. I fold the lyrical, you should know. Gotta grow forever, bro, it's control. So move out of the way. Me and my dude, you know, we don't play. So move out of your seat. Feel the beat, can you feel the heat? So move out of the way. Me and my dude, you know, we don't play. So move out of your seat. Feel the beat, can you feel the heat? So move out of the way. Me and my dude, you know, we don't play. So move out of your seat. Feel the beat, can you feel the heat? So move. Yo, Rex, you ready to take it?
Yeah, I got you, Jack.
You ready to take it?
I do this, homie. Dip dive when I socialize. Jump popped up on them, what a surprise. All high steak, no shakes and fries. True to the power third, that's my word. All ran dark when it starts with lies. Apply pressure, your fault, thoughts collide. Nowhere on the dark world, enjoy the ride. You can't make up your mind, it's your face you hide. Can't get close, face occupied. To let a few of y'all in, others failed and tried. Mice or men, neither one, not that guy. Blood hope with a hand slice, you might die. All fly, drive by on my life cycle. Synth wave and yell to J. Michael. Strike back the facts that might bite you. Give them hell even though they don't like
so
you.
So move out of the way. Me and my dude, you know, we don't play. So move out of your seat. Feel the beat, can you feel the heat? So move out of the way. Me and my dude, you know, we don't play. So move out of your seat. Feel the beat, can you feel the heat? So move out of the way. Me and my dude, you know, we don't play. So move out of your seat. Feel the beat, can you feel the heat? So move out of the way. Me and my dude, you know, we don't play. So move out of your seat. Feel the beat, can you feel the heat? So move. So Mike, it's about time for me to take it home. Do you mind? Yo, they try to take me down. Fake folks, all jokes, can't take the crown. No smiles over here, your face is frown. Got real on the tracks, now they're not around town. Looks like they left. Maybe I'm right and fresh to death. Been out of shape like treble clef. Ain't ready for the voice like Honda, of course. From the beat and the rhyme, your style divorce. Flynn lives over here at the arcade. Lyrics sitting on the grid, you can catch the spade. Hands ready, so steady, my batteries are ever ready. Catch metal blades in your sleep like Freddy. Effortless with it, better hang on the teddy. My flow so strong, it's breaking through your levy. Got your girlfriend hugging me like Lou Techie. What up, Hub? Yeah, man. I think it's about time for us to show people how we get down.
We beat to rap what he beat to lock.
When you got a good combination of producer and MC, wonderful things happen.
We beat to rap what he beat to
to life.
Let's show 'em. Heated with the rhyme, you could call me Mount Vesuvius. Caesar salad type of season, treat 'em like I'm Julius. Backstabbers, backpackers, all in your face. But they wanna live your life jackets, quick 'em the attack faster. When I flow, it's like a black hole forming. All this energy and mass got your interstellar scorching. No, Mr. McConaughey, not for the drama's sake. Normally I'm cool, but it's time for killing today. So murderous, your flow is so irrelevant. Purgatory lyrics, now I'm checking for the rhetoric. Ring these dudes, pitch black and never hesitant. Reppin' D of Dove, just check my perm residence. My soul travels, leaving beats in shambles. Room 6 with intensity, lawless dudes I handle. When Tech connects with an able-bodied producer, liquefy these dudes, see I put them in a juicer. Tech Force and Hub, the combo is greater. If you in the way, we are the eliminators. The beats and the rhymes are serious agitators. Destruction is better, we form like Devastator. Tech Force and Hub, the combo is greater. If you in the way, we are the eliminators. The beats and the rhymes are serious agitators. Destruction is better, we form like Devastator. Get ridiculed with digital imprints of inner school. People getting terminated, Sarah kind of visual. Part of our collective now, organ individuals. Beat them to a pulp, now the situation's critical. The two panels can't seem to bring you here. Paramedics in your ear, next thing you hear is clear. Drunk with all this power, didn't take a sip of beer. De Niro situations living in this Cape Fear. Never cynical, my life story is a pinnacle. Proud of my tenacity, I feel it is a miracle. Could have been destroyed by the enemy at large. People falling prey every day, not in charge. I bogart till I ransack your boulevard. Now you fully realize the gravity is kinda hard. Time tested, never best a futuristic with it. Focus now, your moment's bleak. You need to quit it. Tech Force and Hub, the combo is greater. If you in the
Little shop of horrors.
Also, if you like the music, that is from our good friend Tech Force. You can find his music on Bandcamp, Google Play, iTunes, all those places. Support a friend of ours.
But not the Little Shop of Horrors.
If you liked our
not
singing,
Tech
what's
Force.
wrong with you?
The Phantom of the Opera.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. I mean, you were almost as on key as your Arbeller.
Did I tell you like
I'm
this?
sorry. I will stop
Shots
now.
fired.
Go watch the 25th anniversary one. It's
Yes.
so good.
Oh my god.
But
And then
Yes,
right
so
after,
good.
Oh, yeah, you don't
try
like
to
doing
watch the
I don't know
2004
what you're
movie
talking
and
about.
realize that you've now ruined
what are
that
you
for yourself. You can never do that.
yeah,
Gerard
they
Butler is
only did like one or two things right in the movie.
Yeah.
Like they just didn't. But like the Phantom and the 25th anniversary, so good.
But I got over it.
So aggressive, so corrupt,
So-
Anyway,
He
yeah,
was
Let's go to a
sadist.
clan meeting.
Oh, why?
How expensive are pointy hats in Vare?
Oh. You just make him out of a
All right.
Cass knows all about that. Private DM her.
Bob's wife put a lot of effort into these benchies.
I need y'all to know so I pulled up the stream so I could keep track if we get any comments or anything.
Yeah.
And the ad that played
Oh Lord.
was
much for those
some
ads.
dude spray painting on a wall that says the flavor of anarchy never tasted so good, and then it was just tacos.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, is it Taco Bell?
No, it was like some local taco joint or something.
All right.
I mean,
The resistance
Go
begins with
visit that
tacos.
taco joint.
Yeah.
No, with the taco.
my
joint.
local taco joint that I go to recently added just a regular beef taco, and it's amazing.
I love brisket taco.
I mean, it
They
popped
do
up with
brisket as well.
specs
But
on
this is
mine.
just a ground beef
but I
taco.
guess they know me.
Anyway,
Are
tacos.
you an
Now I want
alcoholic?
tacos.
Anyways, now that we've got
So yeah.
somewhat-
Got a time and a place, and then another time but not a place.
Yeah.
We met David? No.
So, how are we going to react to this this little turn of events here? Gotta throw the letter on the table.
Wish I could say I was surprised.
I mean, I don't want to throw our weight around, but I mean, we literally could do you know who the F we are?
Well, you can't force them to get into a meeting room. And also, it's not like they would be listening anyway.
But perhaps,
And they weren't listening the first time.
but perhaps there were a few of them that were listening that we could reach out to. Maybe in a more private setting, not in front of them all.
It's from Valerian?
We should confirm, perhaps, that the meeting was actually cancelled. Maybe that could have been a private message from Valerian just trying to lead us away.
He was particularly condescending. He looked at
Olindra as well.
and
Valerian's they, just so you
they looked at Olindra and sort of rolled their eyes
Maybe
at us. So yeah,
that's who we
this
should.
might be specifically them.
Deception.
Perhaps a private meeting with someone
One of
that's
the
seen
others.
Can I see the letter?
Yes.
I'm gonna like inspect it for any weird shit.
It might
Alabot's
be.
now poisoned.
I don't think you need to roll for this because you're passives. The
Oh, wait, I'm immune to
seal
poison.
on the front was an official seal, and it is on letterhead of the council, not Valerian.
It might be worth trying to get a private audience with just Orendel, because he's the, like...
Diplomacy and law guy.
Yeah, the diplomacy and law guy. That's better than public relations.
But there are a few people that did not seem so dismissive as well.
Yeah, I would think, because he also seemed to be the speaker, but he's also, like, one of the ones who was talking to us who was not being argumentative and dismissive of everything that we were saying.
I kind of want to know about the Lithian Dawnstar woman. She said literally nothing.
Well, what's stopping us from going there right now?
Good
What
point.
time is it?
We have a little bit of time to spare.
Yeah.
Because
It's probably like noon, something.
I like the idea of
Get out my
seeing.
sundial.
Noon o'clock.
Yeah.
I like the idea of talking to Dawnstar. They had nothing to say, but perhaps we could get something out of them in a more private setting.
Yeah. Could be that they just weren't interested in the conversation, or they didn't feel like they could speak.
Correct.
yeah, I think since the big problem with their, like, in their rules is that it kind of gets forced on everyone else. We've talked about this.
Stick their noses in everybody else's business.
Yeah, well, and not just that they stick their nose in everything, but that they make a habit of telling other people what to do and expecting that to be heeded. Maybe not like by force, but kind of.
I'd also like to add that if we wanted to more stealthily, we could just scry on them.
If they figured out that we did that, it would be looked upon, I think, very badly.
We're talking about the end of the world.
I think the two of you guys know that if they make an intelligence check for disguise, they can maybe see you're disguised, but not necessarily what you're disguised as.
Okay.
This is a Jira trick. But if they understand scrying... No, you know what? Cut all that. You know that council all wears don't scry on us. Rings.
Oh, okay.
Mind shielding.
Is that be more than mind shielding? That'd be like scry shielding.
Yeah, mind shielding does that, I think.
Scrying and mind shielding are different things. Because scrying, you don't actually get in someone's head. You just look at what they're doing from a distance.
Right.
But mind
I
shielding
think
does
the
both.
ring does
There,
that.
I was going to say, there's,
If you say
I
so.
mean, even if not, they would
It does
probably have
here.
a second hand for, like, a ring of, like, non-detection or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Actually, the only way they would see it is if it was a fail throw. I could do it and they would not know.
I think you might not be able to do it at all. If they have a certain apparatus, they can prevent it. That's,
And I saw them wearing that.
that's
such a
what
thing.
I think Ember gave us briefly.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, Azra has one.
Yeah. I would say probably not the best idea, especially if what happens tonight becomes a problem and you need that spell slot.
I think maybe we deal with tonight first, and then go with the council later. Or maybe they're on a lunch break.
Let's find Dawnstar.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's not scry right now, but let's talk
No,
with
let's
council.
reach out and see if we can find him.
It's
Individual
I mean,
members.
it's right there, right? We're in the square next to it.
You are in the square next to it. It is a holiday.
It is a holiday.
So
you would think it's unlikely. You can go check if you want.
I will. I think I'll go do
There's
that.
a sign on the door.
Okay, yeah.
We're just gonna shortcut
Out to lunch.
Well, public elected officials' home addresses are public information, aren't they?
Oh, I could find him.
No.
No, not here.
No, I can do locate.
Would rings of mind shielding prevent locate person?
I don't know. It depends on what spell.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I've never done it here. Man, how deep is this power? Locate. I think I'm looking for the wrong spell. Sorry.
Stop that.
Continue on. I'm just trying to find which one it is.
you see, like, Moon is out in the field and kind of gives Azra a dirty look, and you realize that detect thoughts. Upon the second layer of it, they understand what you did.
Wait, what?
I think they detect it. If you dive further, they know that they were invaded. That's how most
really?
of them work.
I thought it was only if they failed the save, they know that an attempt was made. I'll double check. I got the spell.
Yeah.
Right here. Detect thoughts. Mm.
Moon can still give you a dirty look.
Just because, yeah, like, that annoying
She's
girl.
decided she doesn't like you that much.
It's that thing on your forehead.
Figured it out.
Oh, yeah, either way, the target knows you were probing into their minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it takes you a second, and you're like, oh, right, okay. But she doesn't do anything. Keeps her distance.
Oh, okay. It's locate creature. It's describe a name or creature that is familiar to you.
Is asshole a creature?
Well, we know her name and what she looks like.
I'm familiar with an asshole.
It only works if they're within 1,000 feet of me.
Look at asshole.
Oh, only within 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet is pretty far, though.
Is that on holiday? Why did we get the letter just now?
So this decision was not made by the entire council.
We're assuming they're on holiday, but yeah, if they are, then it must have been a solo thing. Yeah.
No.
Under the guise of the whole council.
Well, probably can't reach them today.
I would suggest perhaps we keep our appointment and see if it actually got canceled.
Hmm. Certainly inquire tomorrow to see if it's actually off books yet.
I still believe we should reach out to individual members of the council.
I do too.
Yeah, just don't know how to find them today.
I could turn the spell on and we could just go walking about, and once I guess had an inkling that there they are, we could find Dawnstar.
It's a big city.
Well, perhaps someone here would know.
Do I see the little girl? Does she like run off?
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
We should have interrogated that child.
Or
Where is your master?
Or bribed her.
That's better. That's a little bit cleaner, a little nicer.
Yeah. Always bribe children.
Children will speak a lot of things if you offer them like a little treat.
Out of you're not shaking your child.
It doesn't have to be a lie. Give them candy.
Yeah, like, that's why I said a little treat.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. Oh, the
Here's
candy
a
doesn't
shiny
work?
penny for you.
What about this, like...
What about 2 candy?
What about 2 candy? Suddenly
Or,
they're all like,
like, okay, you're not impressed by the sucker. What do you say to this bag of goldfish?
oh, that'll get a lot of kids.
And I'll throw in a box of nerds for free.
Well, okay, so there's a sign on the door, but I mean, seriously, where do these people? They don't stay there.
No, I assume they have homes, but...
Where's the
we
richest
just
part of town?
I came here once on a field trip.
You didn't go see the McMansions.
I didn't
That wasn't
go
part
see
of
the
it.
McMansion.
Are we saying that mind shielding would work to prevent locate person as well? It's not rules as written.
Yeah, I looked it up. It doesn't say rules as written.
Not scrying either.
I think scrying makes sense. It doesn't necessarily prevent locating, I don't think.
I say we locate Dawn. I could scry for Dawnstar right now.
Locate. We can't scry.
Well, no, I mean, I
Is
could
what she
try.
Is what she just ruled.
Sorry.
Yeah, she said as long as they get to take the rings home, we probably can't scry on them.
Yeah.
But she did just say probably could locate even if they have the
You
rings.
probably could, and Azra would know this based on her ring.
And they take, you have to attune to them, so taking it off and putting it on would be a hassle at the very least.
So we've got an hour window every time they shower to find them.
Or
They're
anytime it
not-
just doesn't go with their outfit.
They're not a crazy rare item. Like, they're just uncommon. So, like, you would imagine they have them permanently all the time.
Okay. Yeah, let's locate the Dawnstar.
Take a shot.
Let's knock on their door. Yeah. Knock, knock, knock.
I like that.
Oh, is it only within 1,000 feet? Locate?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we go walking through the rich area of town, we could probably do it.
Oh, that's
I know
different.
they're government employees. How much could they possibly make?
I was gonna say their bitchy attitude says a lot, but like that's everybody here. So.
Yeah.
Is lobbying a part of the Veyrian government?
You have no idea.
Do I know?
No.
Okay.
Then they can't be that rich.
Sure, give it a go. If you'd like.
Big Tobacco's not paying for their yachts.
But apparently big atheism is.
Yeah.
Um,
Big agnostic. How is that even a thing?
Big ag.
Did you do it?
We need to
I
go.
was waiting until we get to the rich area of town.
Yeah.
There's not just a singular rich area. There would be like a richer area, and then there's the people who don't like live in town.
What if
a little
we?
ways out.
What if we asked around pretending like we had a parcel to deliver to Dawnstar, but the sender neglected to give us the address. They thought we would know it, so we're just like, "Hey, you know where Dawnstar is? I got a package for him." Something like that.
We could. Aren't we going to see Dawnstar tomorrow if we go to the council, though?
I thought it was 3 days.
It was 3 days.
But but the council's probably doing business tomorrow, so
Yeah, we can just
significantly easier to
see
find
her tomorrow.
If we can get them alone tomorrow, but right now, since they've gone separate ways, follow them home. There's a thought.
Good thing we can add stalking to our list.
Well, there is one other thing I could do. I could gate them to us.
That's not on the same plane.
You'd have to double gate.
I can double gate.
Gate.
Oh wait, it's ninth level. No. One time.
Yeah, no.
Let's not gate the council to another plane, please.
We'll find a way for you to use gate, I promise. But it's not for teleporting.
It's gonna be so easy to find
On
her
a different plane of existence.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, we could simply not be harassing them on
so just
a
like
holiday.
An above the table question. Why are you going for her specifically? Or
Because
why
we
is
don't
that?
know her feelings on anything, and we're wondering if maybe she felt like she couldn't speak up, and we'd like to know.
Or do we go to the one that was looked at and told to silence? That's
I
an option, too.
argued
Oh,
that we should go to the diplomacy guy, since this is the big problem with this, other than that it's yucky, is that it's gonna be a rolling snowball type of thing diplomatically. So I think that it would be more his area of expertise.
Maybe we can ask him why certain people are meeting when the law explicitly says they can't meet, right?
I mean, if...
Like femoral.
They can't meet publicly.
What was the law as written again?
The law as written is...
The law?
The order was signed by the Council of Seven in Veyr to strip temples of deities and ban proselytizing and congregation in favor of deities.
Yeah, congregation is anywhere. Like, if you meet in a church, that's congregating, but that law is banning that as well. But these femoral worshippers are congregating.
The council also said publicly.
Yeah.
But the law doesn't say publicly. That's the thing.
I think the law might actually say publicly, and I might
does?
not have written that.
Okay, could you confirm?
The law probably does say publicly.
Okay.
However, there are clearly different levels of public. A public place that is not the square is more private, but...
It did say strip temples, right?
Temples, yes, it said temples.
Wait.
Yeah. So that basically means you can't have holy places to gather because you have to strip all of the religious things out of it.
Yeah,
it's not a temple anymore, it's a building.
The way that it's been like explained to us whenever we were, busy being talked down to, was that like you can go like to like your house or your friend's house, but anything more public than absolute privacy is too public, which would suggest that it being like a public building, like a shop, is too public for this.
There's also like hashtag coexist temples, right?
Thought.
There are. They usually shared space as like schools, and you have noticed that they've rebranded to be school. There's also like shrines to like a meteor shower and stuff, and you've noticed that they've lost any like specificity in a god. And as someone who is from here, you also know that if they tried to take away any kind of right in the privacy of an elf family's home, that the uproar would be insane.
You could always ask the god where all the council members live.
Why don't we just see them tomorrow?
Individually?
Preferably.
Okay.
If we need to, the tracking them home idea, that works. We need to.
Just visit the house. Talk. They're very polite.
This is not advice. This is something a D&D group might do. Don't follow your council members home.
Cast Zolder Truth, walk up to a guard and say like, hey, tell us where the council member live.
Yeah.
Why did I tell you all of that? Thank you.
It's beginning to feel like we're walking to somebody else's home and telling them, no, you shouldn't do laws that you all agreed that you wanted to do, you know? Like, we're finding it very difficult to find anybody who's upset with what's happening here in Vair.
No one does seem to care, do they?
Yeah.
Well, that's... I think how much did you guys see what Vair does in, like, Lacros and Rextera? You would know this because you were part of like a diplomatic exercise, I guess.
The influence other places?
Yes. We talked about they kind of push what they're like onto people who aren't like that.
Sure, but I think I don't know what we can accomplish here. Like, if we're trying to prevent them from forcing culture onto other people, we need to be back in the cultures that are being changed, and we need to see, hey, do you want to be changed? If not, let's do something about it there.
I think, like, that's definitely, like, something worth doing, but if the suggestion from Kelemvor was to try and get this mandate reversed, it's because this mandate is clearly not in need of enforcement here, because they're already like that. But they push it on other people who aren't.
Sure, but what are we going to do here, though? they're doing the things the way they want to do, and we're surrounded by people who support them. It's the whole country.
I'm going to go ahead and have you guys roll an insight check. The timeline might not be super right because you guys are at lunch right now, kind of.
Okay.
Insight check. Dirty 20.
14.
15.
16.
17?
21.
Damn it.
Yo!
I rolled low.
So Ronnie and Brana, you guys, and I'm just going to say it happens in the course of either that morning or that afternoon. It doesn't super notice. You don't super notice. You do see like a couple of kids doing like almost like a VBS song or something, and their parents shushing them and looking concerned. So you can't say no effect, like you see it, it just wasn't a huge step. And you start to be like, there is something.
It's still a step.
Yeah, if you went from A to F in World War II, like everybody would have protested, but you do start to see that there is a progression.
There is a B.
That's happening. You see like little marks of like new plaques being put on temples and newer lettering on school signs, and there is something that is happening.
You see a sign that says JoJo's Pizza at what was clearly shaped like Pizza Hut before.
Yeah. Although, like, we love independent businesses taking over.
We do.
Nice try, IHOP.
It's more of a, like, that wasn't what that used to be.
Yeah, no Comic Sans is allowed anywhere, which could be a good design decision, but also like a little too formal.
Do we ask them?
Yeah, we just saw parents shushing their kids. Maybe we tried to...
We notice things like that.
Okay, all right.
Like,
Well, don't keep it to yourself.
But you can have that reference by lunch.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
And, like, we're seeing, like, little ways, because it's not people who are being like whacked with a baton in public for a transgression, but it's being like quietly enforced, and people are having to be like nervous about mild transgression of this rule. Like, you saw the parent with the kids singing the song.
There was a group of children, two of them, that were singing some kind of religious song. It was actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
They're dancing around singing it. Their parents.
They had moves.
Oh.
The Macarena. That's the VBS song I love the best.
That
the
holy
Macarena.
practice of the Macarena.
Okay, but let's be real. Every VBS song had moves, and those moves were on the level of Macarena in terms of complicated.
Peace like
if you recall,
I don't. Anyways.
I did ask the council.
We all went to the same church.
Anyways, I wasn't done talking.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Their parents came up and got them to stop.
And they kind of looked around like they hoped no one noticed that had happened.
You are aware that right now it's a fine, but you've seen other punishments escalate from fines to like felonies.
We did ask
in the past.
What was the punishment?
And we asked them where is the line? And they didn't have an answer to that.
They pivoted real fast.
Yeah, but more to the, like, my point of the way that they push what they're like onto people who aren't like that. That's, I think, the reason that Kellamvor thinks it's important to get this reversed, because if it's being kind of quietly, like, enforced here by, like, social expectation and a small fine, it's going to be not quietly enforced with something more severe than a small fine when we get to Lacros. And when we get to Rextera, it is probably more on the level of people being hit with batons in public, because Rextera is so much more chaotic than this.
It's very big fans of martial law. Like, there's not a lot that's outlawed, but
Yeah.
what is enforced pretty hard.
Sure, I agree with all of that. The question is, what do we do to help solve those problems? And it seems to me that we need to get the people who do feel that pressure here to speak up for themselves, because I think they're only going to care about other elves' opinions on these laws. Otherwise, they're not going to listen to people like Lacros. They're just going to beat them down. So either we end colonialism, or we get some of the elves here to speak up for themselves and express that, hey, even we ourselves don't actually want this. Let's pull back.
Well, then
right?
let's go listen to one of them.
Yeah, let's find those parents of those children and ask them to.
The reason that I'm suggesting that we go to Orendel specifically is that he is the arbiter of diplomacy and law.
Mm-hmm.
And even if, like, the social conventions of how tacky it is to be religious publicly in Vair continue to be quietly enforced, perhaps it shouldn't be written in the law, because that affects everyone else. And that's a diplomatic matter.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I worry that he might know exactly what he's doing, and that's why he's the head of diplomacy and law. But
Well,
you're right. I think if anyone's going to roll it back, it would be him. We just have to convince him to do that too.
yeah, because clearly we didn't get any traction on telling them this is wrong. So maybe this is overstepping diplomatically is the angle.
Yeah, yeah.
How do we find him?
I think both of those angles could work.
Come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
We could have Octavia punch the wine salesman and get herself thrown into jail, and maybe that would get her solved.
Strategically, that's very important.
Thank you.
Punching the wine salesman.
Go punch the wine salesman, Octavia.
Please, please.
We can get the wine salesman a good old punch tonight.
It doesn't involve a charisma check to punch a wine salesman.
Fine.
My insight was dog shit. I think we'll learn. I feel like something's going to happen at this meeting tonight. We'll learn something, or something will be made clear.
Then we'll reach out to
As much as I really don't want to go.
There are two people here that I don't think can come.
Wait.
You're right.
You cannot come. We cannot disguise you effectively.
And neither can I.
No.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
No.
Because you do have disguise self,
But
but it doesn't.
I can't cover that.
I will.
Can you disguise someone else? Because if you can, we can disguise.
It's seeming.
Unfortunately, the nature of
disguise
disguise
me?
self is that it is only the self.
Never mind.
I mean this in the kindest way possible. You're too big.
You don't have seeming.
I do not have
can't.
seeming. Not that I know.
Elves don't come your
Let's see.
size.
Greater invisibility.
I could be a good.
Despite what
I
Baldur's Gate says.
do have greater
I could be a
invisibility.
coin
Does
fit
that
farmer.
cover the light, or is it just a floating?
I think we've determined that it does cover it.
It does cover it.
Yeah, we
Like,
tried
it's just
to-
not reasonable
No.
for it not
I'm-
to.
Yeah.
I'm willing to strategically sit nearby and await any orders should something go wrong.
Yeah. So we can have you and me, and then somebody invisible.
No.
I get to bash through a door. It'll be fun.
Does anybody want to go?
I'll come
Ryan,
with.
do you want to go?
I'll come with.
I would definitely like to come invisibly if I can, because
if we're going to, if this is going to be a chance for us to maybe collect evidence to present to one or all of the council members, having it in my mind means I can show it, right?
And I would like to have somebody who has a lot of magic acumen.
Well, I suppose if I can't go, I
If
can always
you're going to be
take the
invisible,
memories from whoever did see it.
I could give you true seeing.
Okay. Yeah.
What is that?
Let's see.
I think it's like see invisibility and also stuff.
Willing creature your touch has true sight within range of 120 feet. What is true sight?
See invisibility, which also means you can see.
You can also
I can see through disguised selves and illusions and stuff. I think.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
can
say I
also
think.
see scrying orbs. I think.
Ooh, yeah.
I think it also allows you to see, like, magic stuff.
Can you just read the spell off?
So I think it also lets you see where the plot is going and like what all of the secrets are.
Actually has to tell
they
you.
only have like
You're just gonna see like an ink.
casting time is an
scribble.
action touch, range of an hour, and it says for the duration the willing creature you touch has true sight within range of 120 feet. What does true sight do? Is what
Yes,
I'm
very
looking
important.
up.
Is that a condition?
Yeah, when I said see
Is this a
magic, I
condition?
think it means like you can
Okay,
look
true
at
seeing. Here we go.
a wall where there's a sigil that's hidden and see the sigil.
For the duration, you can see secret doors hidden by magic, see into the ethereal plane, all into a range of 120 feet. The spell gives a willing creature you touch the ability to see things as they actually are for the duration. Secret doors by magic, can see into the ethereal plane. Yeah, same thing. Okay. So yeah, they will be able to see if there was anything like not normal within 120 feet. If it's being deceptively hidden, Azra will be able to see it.
What if it's being earnestly hidden?
Well, that's why they call it true seeing and not kind of true seeing.
I can become ethereal.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Does it make you? Are you visible in both planes when that happens?
No.
Just the ethereal, I think.
You are.
I could.
You are not. You're not visible on the material plane because you're on the ethereal, but for 60 feet of movement, I can see and hear the material plane.
I guess we need to get you all ready for your party.
Or not 60 feet of movement, 60 feet away from me. I can see and hear the material plane. I can't affect anything on it or be affected by anything. I ignore objects that aren't on the ethereal plane, so I can just move through things. But I can, with a slight bubbling effect, walk through walls, see and hear anything happening within 60 feet of me without anyone knowing that I'm there.
How long does it last?
8 hours.
Damn.
You can be a ghost for 8 hours.
I like the idea of
I do
giving
wanna-
anybody invisibly true seeing because they go, ooh boy.
I'm gonna go back to the inn really quick. Are they close? Could we not
No,
get in?
you
Okay,
can get
yeah.
into your room.
I want to change
You
back
have-
into my like green cloak and black.
Yeah.
So I'm not like, hey, authority figure.
Quick question. Actually, never mind.
You're welcome.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Well, the spell, if you cast it above the base level, you can target additional creatures other than yourself, but I cannot do that because it's something that I get from...
It's like a species ability.
It's a
so you
species
can't
ability, yeah.
Cast it.
Oh, actually, I can just give them both true seeing, honestly.
Who's both? So far,
Well,
there's 3 people or 4 people going.
Ronnie's talking about going ethereal. Azra's talking about going invisible. They can both get true seeing for all I care.
Are they? It's not concentration.
No, it's not concentration. It is straight up just
I would
touch.
put the...
Oh, nope. I can only do it on one. It's a
I was
6-level
gonna
spell.
say.
Only one shot.
I was going to say, if you were going to put it on someone other than Azure Invisible, I'd say put it on Brana, because I don't know how being on a different plane would affect the trueness of the sight.
Also, as my divination training allows, there are some things that I can see.
Okay.
I can see like parts of true sight. I can see sort of invisible things, or I can see hidden doors, that sort of thing.
Okay. So you're the lucky one, though.
All right.
And Bronna can get around.
That's true.
Stealthily, I mean, with your ability to move.
No. She
Y'all are
called you a whore.
so awkward.
Not what I said. No.
If I was into that, I know I could.
All of you notice how hot he is.
She called you a vandal. Just saying.
He's gonna be a hot.
I think I did find out. Yeah.
I'll own that shit.
Oh, everyone figured it out when I was like, wait,
Yes.
is that the first time you turned off the voices?
Yeah.
Right, so
Alright.
right before Bronna goes in,
Oh, I need to go change completely.
yes, but
Oh,
this
yeah, you have to-
no, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
you
doing
have
this
plenty
before
of time
Yeah.
to go like put
before
on your
you
looks.
go into the
We'll
meeting.
go
You
do
only
the
got an
Charlie
hour of
Brown
this.
arms. And then different.
Huh?
They changed the Christmas tree by going and waving their arms in Charlie Brown's Christmas. And
Oh,
so every
yeah.
time
Oh,
it's
yeah.
costume change, that's what I think about.
I mean, that's
Sure.
what it feels like when you're a dresser.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
Yeah.
afterwards we could question a changeling.
I don't know if I have any questions for
Roll.
the
Same.
changeling.
So, what is the plan?
We're sneaking into the meeting.
Gotta go into the building and ask for the rich.
Yes.
I'm gonna inconspicuously stay outside. So yes, everyone's gonna see I'm standing there.
Or perhaps you could like chill in the room.
What if you all needed me?
Stay down the block.
Exactly.
And we can message you.
Exactly. That's what my plan was.
Okay.
Close by.
I thought you meant you were going to escort us to the door and then just stand there and wait.
No.
There's easily like a tavern within 100
somewhere
feet.
close by in case like something goes down and I need to
Very good.
guiding bolt like a door.
Let me make sure I have like message so I can tell you. You do. Okay, good.
A tavern's just, bonus.
Oh!
20 feet.
Wait a second. I can just give us all a telepathic bond. So that we can all just communicate with each other.
Why haven't we had that yet? I'm
hasn't come-
so mad at you.
It has
Had it in the dragon fight.
We had it in the dragon fight.
Oh. Okay, well we're doing it again. then.
Yeah, let's do that again.
Yeah,
Like you
I
had
like
that all. You all had that in the dragon
You
fight.
had the power all along.
And it came in handy.
And it's ritual. It doesn't have to cost me a spell slot.
Nice.
Nice.
There's just no time pressure on your time before the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can change, you can ritual cast, you can
I'm
whatever.
staying full armor.
Does anybody have an intelligence score of 2 or less? The spell's not going to work on them.
No, I think we're all that smart.
Yeah? Okay, good.
Yeah.
You would
I'm
think
fine.
that Brana would have a low. Strength is where the
You're,
struggle.
Listen, you
monkey-
can be hot
monkey-
or you can be smart. You can't be both.
Monkey sadly slithers into your side pocket.
Aw.
He's dumb.
Poor monkey. Well, I can still my personal bond with my familiar. I can relay
Yeah,
everything
but
to
I
monkey.
can't talk to Monkey, which makes me sad.
Yeah.
I don't know how he understood with an intelligence score.
He caught
like
the
one,
vibe.
but he's like, I'm not welcome here.
Well, he did the little tongue thing and tasted the vibes.
Yes, yeah.
Tasted the
Bad
contempt
vibes.
that the rest of you have been tasting all day. And
Poor
like,
monkey.
I'm just gonna go in here.
Do we want to scout the location from a distance before we go? Since we have time? We don't have to. There's a tavern nearby.
I'm a little hesitant for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're just rolling up. Okay.
Just make sure that
Rolling
y'all
with my crew.
don't like at any point walk too fast, because I can only. This has got to be within 60 feet in order for me to
So don't
perceive
go my
things.
walking speed.
Yeah.
Make sure when you go in, make sure you stall so that there's a way for the invisible people to get through the door.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yes.
This is going to be great.
It was like a low budget ghost movie. Where you're like, oh.
I do throw my expensive bottle of wine back in my room. I'm going to drink that later.
But be ready when shit goes down.
Or bust it over the head.
I just want, if we get in trouble, I want you to come through the wall like the Kool-Aid.
Yes. That is the plan. Like shield.
So, about that time, you guys head off.
Storming the clan rally.
Yeah. Hooray. So, what do you look like? What do you disguise yourself as?
I change my hair color to a lighter, like a light brown, almost blonde. That like in between brown and blonde. And green eyes. Because I'm trying to change as many things as possible, and like paler skin.
But as a high elf?
But as like a high elf.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what's the difference between a high elf and a not high elf?
High elves all have a gold, like distinct gold to their skin tone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is why Cass looked like a Hayden Pantier. Like a very distinct, like fake tan look.
Yeah, Hayden Pantier as a yoga instructor.
Yeah.
That's just what Hayden Panettiere looks like.
Yeah.
She's so short.
Yeah.
No,
so is Sabrina Carpenter.
I met her a couple months ago. Yeah.
So you guys head off. You go to a tavern just nearby. Within 2 or 3 shops of it.
And I order a short beer because this is serious business.
There are actually a couple of like humans and a dwarf in there.
And I get chicken wings and push them down.
Yeah, the bartender, after you order your first set of wings, just brings them out and says, I went ahead and threw another one on there for you. I just figured.
I do slide. I slide 2 pieces of silver. Good man.
Thank you. Slight bow and heads off.
Why does everyone do that? I'm just being generous. Jeez.
As you eat the whole.
You're talking to yourself.
Yes. Oh no, I eat bones.
I know. I said just the whole wing.
Bones and all.
It picks your teeth at the same time. It's kind of nice. And you guys head into the. You're like, is this a storefront? Is this a house?
Oh, I'm sorry. And just to be clear, I did put True Sight on
Brana.
True Seeing on the way out. So burn the spell slot. Don't let it go to waste. You got an hour.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do the talking? Okay.
You don't have to whisper because we're all telepathically bonded.
Should have given all y'all bless before y'all left.
For an hour.
Okay, so we got to hurry.
We rush the meeting. Yeah.
So you guys head in there, and the 2 of you need to both make a persuasion check.
And I'm near them, invisible.
Yeah.
Telepathically, somehow y'all can hear Alabroth eating. Just.
He smacks so loud it is audible telepathically.
Oh boy.
15.
Actually, you can make yours with advantage since this is the same you that was here earlier.
Still 15.
Okay.
What the fuck? Oh, okay.
That's what happened to me last time.
15 is not bad.
22.
Okay, so you walk in, and there's just the same guy. He's kind of hanging out. He has a glass of wine and a very nice mahogany, like, side table to his leather chair, and kind of looks at both of you and goes, "Can I help you?"
We're here for the rich.
Cheers. And he kind of gestures towards, there's a back door.
I give like a little.
He's watching you pretty carefully, and as you get very close to it, you notice there's actually like a cellar door in the right there. And he was just kind of looking at you, but with your true seeing right now, you're like, oh, it's not that, it's this. And yeah, you see that there's a door there. He's kind of observing you, but he doesn't seem to be super concerned.
And you take just long enough.
Yeah, I kind of fiddle with the door a little bit on my way in into like an awkward. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? While the door's wide open.
Ladies first.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I
You hear him just be like, oh, take another sip of wine.
You actually don't need to hold the door for Ronnie.
Yeah,
He can walk straight through it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you guys are both there in invisible, right?
Invisible, ethereal, right?
Yes.
And you're all linked telepathically, so you can like kind of tell Alabreath what's happening.
Yeah.
Probably Ronnie will be updating Alabreath with what's happening because he can't participate in anything going on.
Not the cellar door. There's a hidden door that's near the cellar door. Don't be confused, right?
Well, the cellar door is the one that's kind of hidden. It was kind of camouflaged.
Oh, I see.
And that's the one we went down.
Yes. So you guys get down there, and because of your fucking spells, you get down there, and there's like 3 or 4 people there doing like sitting there reading like prayer books. Essentially, they're all elves. They're all children. They're all decoys. And on the back wall, you see a series of sigils. And you, specifically being in the ethereal plane, see that there's actually just a entirely camouflaged stone door that you press, and there's another level.
And I'll tell them what I can see.
Excellent, Ronnie.
You're the best, Ronnie.
As you pass by, they're not super young kids, but you glance up and you notice the way that they're holding their mouths is very odd. You don't think these kids can talk at all. There's some very pursed lips and a jaw tension. You don't know if it's temporary or permanent, but like wherever you're headed, they don't fuck around with.
Oh.
They have... And I will comment.
I am likely horrified by this trying to drink a beer.
Can you...
Everyone in the bar is like, what the hell is wrong with the dragon?
You stop chewing a chicken like mid-crunch on the bones.
For the first time ever, Alabrock chokes on food.
Yeah.
Like, can you magically give people lockjaw?
I don't know how you can.
Silence doesn't normally work like that, but maybe there's something else. Maybe they were born with it. Maybe.
Maybelline.
We're gonna die.
Do you guys go through the door?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm here with you. You're not gonna die.
Oh, this is going to be good.
I'm gonna die.
That's
Again.
True.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm like besties with the god of dead. With the god of the dead. I think you're fine.
And he loves when people just play with that line and jump back and forth.
Yeah.
That's his
whole thing. He's
Which
a
is
big
why I
fan.
was saying it out of character, just in case you can hear me.
Oh yeah. As you descend further, Azra, you notice that a glow that you can always kind of see, even when you're invisible, shuts off. Your breeze shuts off. Your voice is out. And you descend.
Can I see myself?
Oh no! Wait.
You can see your invisibility has not been taken away.
If invisibility wasn't taken...
Not yet, but I will give you guys a second to decide if you keep going. Because, like, you, as soon as your breeze goes away, you know, like, something.
This is not going to work.
It's not all magic. I'm still invisible.
If we keep going, everything's going
now.
to shut off.
Yeah, I can't hear you. We
Yeah.
lost telekinesis, right?
Oh, that's right.
Or,
You don't know this is
telepathy?
happening. You just
Not
know
yet.
that you're
The
looking.
cast spells so far are okay.
It's like inherent magic
Oh.
went away.
Interesting. And my head glowing away? That's interesting.
Alabrock sliding back the bar stools.
Wait,
I think you need to do this on your own.
wait.
We're we're not going to be able to get through
I'm not going to be able to.
undetected and disguised.
Can I try? Wait, it's only inherent. Like cast spells that are lingering are still good.
So far, yeah.
I'm gonna try casting message to Octavia. Does a message go through? Testing.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we keep going. I don't know what is blocking those abilities right now, but I feel like we might be okay.
If something goes wrong, 350 pounds of dragonborns coming through.
If there's another layer, why wouldn't
there's
they apply
another
at the same
layer.
time?
I saw that there was another layer.
Wait, what?
I told y'all that.
Oh.
Well,
The
we went
stone.
through the stone door
Yeah.
The stone.
already, right?
And yeah, you go down another like staircase, and you're basically at a door. But there was nothing in between those doors, just the staircase, and you're pretty sure this is the door to the meeting.
Is there someone that we could? Who? Is there one way we could test so that we could know? Actually, if you walk through the doors, I will try to message you. If I can't reach you once you're past the doors, then we know there's even more. If I can message you, I think we go.
You can also just go through and try to speak to us through the telepathic link. If it stops working,
That's better. Yeah.
Okay. You start to feel a lot of pressure, like the door shut with like a noise. It was very audible, and you're like, you've got to decide and do a thing.
Yes, I will go through. If you don't hear from me in the next 3 seconds, go back.
Okay.
And I'll walk through the door.
Okay. You see, hang on. As you walk through the door, you see Alethor and Valerian. And the way are 4 people you don't recognize.
Alethor and Valerian, the wizard and the godly person.
The
But not
bitch tits and
Alendra was
Alindra and Valerian were the ones who were talking to us.
Can I?
Alethar was
wizarding, it seems.
Yeah, he had arcane sigils on his robe, and he was shocked that you found the Shimmering Hall.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I message?
No.
Oh no!
Okay.
Maybe they won't remember it!
Hey, a wizard that can't do magic isn't worth shit, so neither is Alethor.
I am going to insist. Okay, we need to go back. We have to get back.
No, it doesn't require magic. It's punching people in the face.
Yeah.
If we're here, we're not going to get in trouble, or we can still use magic here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not locked out yet.
I can go invisible.
It's going to
The
end.
door at the top
Oh,
opens
right.
again.
Oh.
No, your invisibility seems to be. You're still ethereal.
We're worried
We're
that we'll
still
lose
invisible.
it if we go into the main room.
She is now cut off from us.
But the door opens, so if Brana wants to go invisible, that has to happen, like right now.
Gotcha.
I do start asking what happened to Octavia.
We can't reach Octavia while she's in the room. I think it's an anti-magic room.
It's clearly an anti-magic room. It's like radiating.
Throw coins on the bar, start to get closer
Faintly
to this place.
anti-magic. We're getting out now. Let's go. We will stay nearby and see if we can find another way into here.
The 3 of you roll stealth with advantage. You're invisible.
I'm not even
You're
on
not
the
on
plane.
the plane, so that's fair.
Stealth,
So
I'm
you
running.
pass, and that makes it only one of them has to pass, and you'll be okay.
That was a natural 18, and then with bonus, a 19.
Only got a +1.
Please don't be fast.
As you both kind of hug
I
the
go.
walls. Yeah, you're doing the full like grandma's
You're-
boy.
I
Like,
think of it as Kronk.
Yeah, I was thinking Kronk.
He's doing this on
That's
theme
great.
music.
you both melt against the wall as Silvara and Lithian walk in.
Oh
And
Oh, it's the hot one.
Yeah. Well, they're all hot, kind of.
But you said Solvara specifically was stunning.
Yeah. I did say that.
Wait, Silvaria?
Silvara
and Lithian.
And Lithian?
So
Lithian.
The only two people missing are Falandir, the old martial guy.
No, Alindra's not here.
and
Falandir is not here, and Orindel is not here.
Oh, and Orno, yeah.
And like, it just doesn't. It doesn't matter enough to. Lithian's in the room.
Okay.
Already, like, you haven't seen her yet. She's in the shadows, but you're going to.
Yeah.
So you know she's.
Yeah, you will be able to tell us if the rest of them show up.
Maybe they won't
Maybe they all have
recognize
face
her.
blindness. I'm dressed differently.
What do you do?
You
I
can
go sit
bail.
down.
Okay.
Right, because or if there are chairs, I go sit down.
There's a bunch of cushions.
You're going to have to do
basically.
some really good acting right now.
That's why I said you can bail if you want to.
You're gonna have to be a racist.
Roll me a religion check, and you can have advantage because you have your background.
I do have my background.
Oh.
Homebrewed background. That's so bad. 14.
Only because you guys have researched it recently. There's a fire, and then kind of projected onto the wall behind the meeting is like there's it's a bunch of just like runes surround it. You notice there are 5 out of 7 of them are lit up. You would guess that to be a corresponding of some sort with the council, and one of the ones that's not lit is crossed through in what you think is blood, probably.
We don't know this.
I mean, I'm just.
The other one appears like has just not been touched yet, and the symbol on the wall is the symbol of
The evil god that we talked about starts with a K as well.
Yeah.
The bad K god.
Yeah,
Karad.
Karad.
And that's where we're gonna.
No!
It's a cult!
Cass is now GI Robot in the room with all the Nazis. Oh, man!
But hey, the martial guy isn't there, and we've got like 3 people that can throw hands? How much do we think the rest of them can throw hands? I don't think the odds are good for them.
I'm gonna die.
I mean, it's just, it would be a whole new thing to get into the next thing, but like,
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
I'm gonna be so stressed.
Okay, so wait a minute.
For a month!
Oh god, that's right, because we can't meet our next game.
That's right.
Or we could just like me, like before. I don't know.
My Saturday's booked, man.
My Saturdays are booked too.
Oh, fuck.
we will see you in a month. Shit's getting real. We're very close to like the end, which will go one way or the other.
And remember, as we always say here,
Keep on nerding.
Oh yeah, and before I forget, because I did make us forget, stress is terrible. Check out our website, spookulnerdshow.com.
Yes.
Yay. Give us lots of love, please,
Follow
and
us
thank
here
you.
on Twitter, or not Instagram, Twitter, YouTube to find more. I'm just gonna sadly turn around. And
Hi, dear Zaddy.